own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You will try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it, You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunders. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Follow the light if you're not sure. Listen to your gut. The right path will come when the time is right. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You will try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it, You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunders. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. How y'all doing? Welcome. We got ourselves more 5V5 1v1 duels on the day, this time over in the region of NA. I love the intro song. Dude, it's my favorite, man. It's an intro that a homie of the stream made a while ago, and I've been told, like, you should probably change it. How about some new songs? How about something else? I think I like that song. The visuals is what's like super crisp in my opinion. I'm a fan of those, dude. I'm a fan of that like fan-made, self-made kind of deal. You know what I mean? It's one thing when it's so professional and just like, I don't know, washed, and the other is just like it's a meme that someone made and it came from the heart, you know? It's a different story, dude. And I'm a sucker for stuff like that, man. I love it. It's just like it holds more like, oh, it's more precious. It's just more precious. Where are the alerts at? What's up, G? My man. Yo, can we get a big old hashtag G? I don't know where my alerts are at, but yo, actually, if I did this, probably they would show up, right? No? Streamlabs? Hello? Okay, it's not doing it, but can we get a hashtag G? My man, boys! Let's get some 5V5 ones in here. What is this song? Hold on. It's actually like, I heard this one before, but like, that's an NCS? Because there's another channel that what's on my YouTube recommendations? It's like, oh, here's this channel that does music, since we listen to music all the time while we're streaming, right? So I just like have a bunch of channels that have like other songs in there, you know what I mean? Like it's like from maybe it's also from the days of like, you know how back in the day, like back in high school, you would like subscribe to Monster Cat or like what's it? Or like Mr. Sheep Music or something. You know that one? You don't want to know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I got like still like Mr. Mom Music or whatever. Let's just put some bangers here and there, and then a couple like smaller channels that I peep, dude. I just like listen to music while working in the background and stuff. It just, that's all my YouTube is. It's just basically Spotify, more or less. But I kind of like it, you know what I mean? So now, what's up, Azo? Congrats, Azo, for earning, what is it, second place over in Snoopy's tournament, my man. Happy to hear that, my guy. Yo, haven't you pop into some of the duels yesterday and just absolutely crushing the Crusade, man? It is great. My man Atham got second spot, dude. Big congrats, my boy. Greets from Germany. What's up, Fenris? How you doing, my man? Hope you having a good one, boys. We got some 5V5 1s today over on the NA this time. Yesterday, Fridays are for my boys over on the EU. Today is NA. We got to get the groups listed in just a second here and start pestering everybody in the mother of Marilla. Try to see if we can throw something together real quick now. Well done, man. Hell yeah, dude. Man, dude, that's actually a monster to play well. Could definitely do well. Pog, dude, Outlaw for 10-2, by the way. Ooh, you guys haven't seen nothing, dude. I've been doing a bit of PTR testing, dungeons, raids, even like that crack shot ability where you can between the eyes while in stealth. It is so good, and it's gonna be good in PvP. That together with dance, you get yourself like a go. I don't know if you'll play Mark for Death. I feel like Mark for Death may be making a comeback, man. I have no idea. Flex got 5. Hey, flexing, my guy. Let's go. We just need a second group and we're good to go. We just gotta get the homies in here real quick. Let's just make a second one real quick, boys. My boy Chicago, my boy Night King. Do we have the regulars in here? Yo, whisper me if you're making a group. That or I'm just gonna be doing my thing here. Oh no, let me huddle over here. And I'll get like duel requested by some more level 30 characters or something. Oh, you can actually just like keep spamming the animation, huh? The demon explosion animation. I never tried that before. That's so jank. That is so jank. But I kind of love it though, man. Crack shot. Oh, it's so good, man. More like whack shot. Dude, I like me some crack shot. Honestly, dude. I'm going to be a crack shot baby come 10-2, dude. That's such a good ability. Alrighty. We're going to be making second group over in the Raids Legacy section, boys, as per usual. You guys are more than welcome to join us right now. Groups are listed. Feel free to join up. I'm going to start getting through my regular homies here in just a second. But also, let me do a thing on the in the chat. I have a pre-write up here. How to join. Here we go. Pop. Here we go. Let me pin that real quickly. Pin it up against the wall. Beautiful. Now we're good. Well, let me go and scroll down a bit for some of the other music mixes, man. Get some different in here. You know, just some mix it up a little bit. Who else can I get into these, man? Oh, Acid, PVE Andy, add a PVE Andy. Beat. Do we get Beat in here? Hold on a second. Hey, Beat. Hey, Beat. Want to join a few 5V5 1 Duels friend? Let's also ask Boom if he wants to join in. Hey, Boom. Hey, Boom. Putting a 5v5 group together. Want in? I can't spell, man. I can't spell at all, dude. C-Rude. Okay, he's already in arena. I'm not gonna. Oh, let me ask him real quick. Hey, C-Rude. Wanna join a few 5v5 1 duels after that arena? Crack shot over arms dot class might switch to rogue. Dude, I think the dots is actually going to be pretty good for arms too, because not only do you get more dots, but you also get them cranking. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. He's already in flex. So he's already in. Hey. Destroy Hope is all. Okay, PVE friendo. Dino? Do I ask Dino? Hey, Dino. Putting a 5v5 1v1 duels group together. Join a few friend. Yo, Night King, is he around? I don't think I saw him. Isaiah, that's a name I haven't seen in a long while, but looks like the man's just coming back up. So I'm just gonna kind of let him do his thing. Does Jerdus want to join him? Hey, Jedrus, putting a 5v5 1v1 duels group together. IDK if you wanted to join us or not. I'm just gonna start asking everybody. But yo, that rend thing is gonna be solid. It's not gonna be exciting, but that solid bit of damage just takes down the enemy, but it also make that skull breaker a little bit better, because more ticks of rend is gonna make it so that you get more execute proxies, you get in more of them sudden death procs. I think it's still gonna be really solid. It just won't be nearly as like exciting and explosive, but it will be solid. You know, and I think that's something that's like, it's difficult to get excited for, but you also should be looking at the overall numbers. But the main thing for arms though, arms isn't really changing their playstyle. But yo, Jerdis, hey, let's go. We got that man gonna join us, dude. Let's go. Yo, hey friend, Duels tonight? Hold on. So if Night King is already putting a group together, I can maybe get Jerdis to join him. Hold on a second. So we can get maybe Night King. Maybe I could ask Nick if he's down to join us. 2 out of 5? Okay, hold on. Invite. Wait, I can send homies your way. So my man Night King already got a 3 out of 5. They just need 2 more. Let me join his group so I can invite Jerdis into that group once he's ready. And we'll need a +1 and we'll be good to go, man. So don't worry about me with the group. Hold on. Let me the list. Are you in? There we go. Hold on. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll list it. So sign up in LFG. I don't know if you guys can see the Sepulchre one. Seavark? Yo, my boy. All right, Jerdis, we got your spot, man. Waiting on you. Hold on. Saving you last spot. Hell yeah, dude. Oh. Yo, Seavark, are you in chat, by the way? Also, I gotta get my fan up and running. Hold on a second. Oh man, and Song is a banger. It's such a good banger, dude. Let me get the fan up. Spark, I want to hear your thoughts, man. Yo, what are your thoughts on the Arcane tier set, like the 4 set? I know 2 set is gonna be pretty decent, but yeah. Say the much change spec. All right, sounds good, my guy. There we go. We got ourselves the 5 homies. Raid to party's full. Hold on, I'm stupid. Raid and send. What are your thoughts, man, on the missiles thing? Because I think that sounds pretty solid, honestly. Like the damage it will do, it's probably gonna be good. It's just gonna be one of those like kick the mage. It's gonna be one of those things you want to juke real quickly. Get all the kicks out, right? Get a fake kick and then just absolutely just like truck him. I think that AoE cleave is gonna be real good. Especially if people stack up together. It's like multi-target pressure. At least for one of those things. Yo, Dal, Black or Cold? I actually did it. I actually went and done it. I actually just went and diddly did it. It is a good dungeon. I kind of remember it from back in the day too. I was just like doing all the mechanics. They really scaled it down so it's not super threatening. But then again, I only done like a fortified version or like no affixes version. But like even fortified mobs weren't too bad. I think you'll still end up skipping out the first set of mobs in Fort or even Tyrannical. Just a lot of, I mean, the idea is cool, but since healers got crazy buffs and mage didn't get a single change damage, and the damage mage does a very lackluster PTR missiles before set procs only tick for 30k, and we have 1 mil HP. Yeah, I guess when you put it like that, is like I would just think from like more like a cleave perspective of like it's a good setup to start your full burst go, and then you follow up with a couple arcane blasts, but now you can like switch your targets more or less. I guess you wouldn't want to because they're touching the magic. You're kind of just stuck. Once you're touching the magic target, you kind of want to dump everything into them. But you can make a good point though. If the damage, yeah, so like they could tune it, right? So maybe like if they buff it, then that would be kind of cool. So okay, I get you. I think I agree with you. I think I agree with that. Yeah, I think that's a pretty like, that's a good take. That's a solid take. I was thinking like, oh, I'm so in for it, but now it's like, now that you mention it. Okay, so we'll see what they do. I did see like mages in general are just not really doing the damage like every other class right now. Like I see in like it's a comparison of like picture of mages in 10.1.5 for PvE stuff and mages in 10.2, and it's just like top damage, middle back, so just above the tank. I don't know how that's happening now. Hey there, what's up, DBZ? I did my man on the grand. What? That didn't work. Hold on, give me a sec. I'm stupid. I can't type. Spectator match Night King and can't spell you guys' names at all. My fingers just don't want to work, dude. I'm getting old. Old man hands just can't keep up. Brain's still too fast. the buff Star Surge. Wait, but a buff Arcane Surge free casting does 20% of someone's HP. Yeah, okay, so maybe what they need to do is, honestly, I think what they need to figure out is, I think for PvP, they need to make abilities do percentage health with of damage. Honestly. You know, like figure out how much percent of someone's health should an ability do, so then each season, you look at a percentiles, right? What's gonna hit the hardest based on percentile, not for the arbitrary number. I guess, like, actually, no, now that I mentioned it, they probably didn't do percentiles because when you get buffed up, whole percent increase. You know, you would have to really do the math on, you got what I mean? You have to redo the math on all of those things left and right. But yeah, man, just hope for the tuning, yeah? Let's hope for that good tuning. Let me get the audio in here too. And we're good to go. I was listening to myself on the audio thing. I feel like I could turn myself up a little bit here, but we'll be good. Switch. Death Knight power. Dude, Frost looking kind of good in 10-2, by the way. Chillpill is going to be out. Speaking of Frost, this man ready for 10-2, but it's going to be Demoniac, the Demon Incarnate, the Harlequin set. Popping out of stealth just to say hello for just a second. Not playing that good old subtlety. He's on that assassination trade, which actually is looking kind of good for 10-2 as well. Immediate stun, full go. Not going to go for the death mark. Actually, it's going to be a trinket as the Remorseless Winter does end up locking his bones down. Second stun to follow. It is going to be Chillpills trying to see if he can mitigate some of the poison damage as the poison is coursing through his veins. Big sepsis. Death mark is available. That's a lot of bleed and poison damage Chillpills has to mitigate. Maybe a situation where he's looking at an IBF. Definitely looking to sacrifice the goal when impossible. Lichborn out a little early as the double bleeds are up onto Chills. The death pact, or death mark rather, doing quite a bit of work. There goes the goal. Exploded. Trying to see if he can catch up to the rogue. The ambush is out of Demoniac. It's going to IBF out of that stun. Next stun is going to be up in Demoniac. Can't really stop this one. Chillpills has himself an opportunity to maybe make some kind of a play, but not a lot of damage right now. He's just having to play it super defensive. Stun on Demoniac with a chain of ice to follow. As long as you can just keep it down on Demoniac and keep in control with a chain, you'll actually might be fine. But Chillpills got himself a human racial. Maybe can use that here. Blind or Demonic for just a second. Maybe look at a death pack situation. That's going to be a stun. No outs for this one. Let's see human racials. Is he fine? Short stun on Demoniac. Not going to do a lot. It's going to give himself some bit of damage, but it's going to be Dragonflight up above. Demoniac got lots of damage. Big and Venom into a vanish. Does have a dot. Unless Chillpills can find him right now, he's going to be out the open. Some smoke about to fall. You got to get some Death and Decay or something. Next stun would be Deadly. Human racial, I think, is still up unless he's already used like a normal trinket. It looks like I don't see a normal trinket on his bars, but like, I don't even know. I don't even trust the UI here sometimes. As Chillpills is sat up for a second. Demoniac still got a cheap death, still got a blind though, so as long as he gets himself a proper blind, he could still win this. I think not being subtlety, he is forced to play a little bit more aggressively. I guess the Death Knight is going to be a trinket. Human racial out, could go for a blind before the stun gets him. Is going to go for the blind. Stun is going to be on him for just a second. The blind and stun actually same duration. Second stun right after. Oh, this hard to follow. Demoniac in the bad spot. Blind right after by Chillpills as he's kind of limited on what he can do. Big blitz. It's going to be sepsis. At least he's going to leave Chillpills bleeding out, and Poison Navi is going to make it so much harder for him to recover as Makima charging out next. I like the Bloodfang set. It looks, or rather not Bloodfang set, but Onyx Blood set. Just a couple of Shadow Strikes, a Secret Technique, nothing he could do as Chillpills just had nothing left. Big barrage out of Seawork, but it's going to be immediate invisible Makima. And Seawork trying to see if he can find the rogue. Does go for the Arcane Orb. Doesn't even realize he actually sent it just to get him out the open. It's going to be a second Orb, Ring of Fire on one side. Trying to see if he can push the rogue into the ring. But he's trying to see if he can avoid it. It is going to be a Touch of the Magi. That Touch of the Magi is so good against rogues, by the way. If you guys, I feel like we usually get to see Jayhawk play Arcane. And I almost never see him use Touch of the Magi. Maybe he is using it. But it's like, I just don't see the animation for it. It depends how the game, like as a spectator, does it treat me as a Horde player or as a Alliance player? Because if I'm Horde and Jayhawk is Horde, I'm seeing like what if an ally would see, and Touch the Magic just doesn't have a. Oh, wait a second, bowling onto Makima Barrage. Wait a second. Where was that Touch of the Oh, Touch of Death. Wait, Cheat Death. Oh, I think Makima might have got screwed over in Cheat Death. I didn't even see it pop up. Unless it did, it popped up and then just the man's died right after. That is so unfortunate. WTB Jungle is going to be up next playing that Survival. Got himself the Katana. I like the... Whoa. Look at that set. Big charge over onto Seawork with a coordinated assault. Trying to coordinate his attacks with the pet, but halter time is going to try to see if he can reverse it. Mad damage on a one-to-by jungle. The man is just under a ton of pressure. Touch of the Magi is not going to be able to break past the turtle shell. The man is in a bit of a retreat, trying to go for a little bit more health. Big Arcane Sphere going to knock him back for a moment. Missiles right after him. Unless he can close the gap. Root onto jungle. I think actually wanted to go for him for Harpoon. Scatter onto Seawork. Maybe he can make some enough work off of this one. Survive with the fittest. Big Harpoon right now. And Seawork with a quick and biz just to give himself a bit of a DR. Jungle, not in a great spot. Big explosive one to Seawork, but a barrage could end them right here. Seawork has himself resources. With second barrage, every barrage is going to be deadly. Trying to see if he can silence Seawork is going to be able to go for a proper silence, but the man needs a recovery. That or a CC. Trying to see if he can disrupt Seawork on his cooldowns, and it's going to be a big charge, but man, touch the Magi. Death Chakram actually doing quite a bit of a number. Hold on a second. Seawork might be in a bit of a bad spot. Trying to go for as much healing as a Feral Druid, discharging him with Flexi Bites. Does not get himself a proper re-stealth. I don't know how Seawork just found him, but he did find him out of stealth. As long as you can just keep him at bay, keep barraging him over and over, you can get a slow. Holy smokes, Arcane is nuts. I feel like it's just Seawork, man. I don't even know if it's just Arcane as a class. I think it's my man Seawork. That's literally his bread and butter, dude. He wakes up in the morning, he's like, what I want to play that's really, really fun for me? Arcane. He played it during the good days and during the bad days. See, honestly, you gotta give him some credit, dude. You gotta give this man respect. It's same with Chills. Chills like Six of Frost. He tries to mess around with Holy and does really well as Holy, don't get me wrong. But he does stick to those frosty guns whenever possible, even if the spec is like kind of mediocre-ish or whatever. Stun onto Seawork for just second roots might actually be able to help slow down Seawork and play Trinket, trying to see if he can reverse Blink away from Flex, using his roots and as many Novas as he can with Icy Nova just to control Flex as much as possible. And as Flex charges in, Seawork is able to disengage fairly easily, trying to see if he can get on the other side onto Flexi Bites. No longer has himself any big defensives. Mad Orb, that's gonna be Barrage. Oh, with a touch of the Magi, the Orb, their Arcane Sphere built up, but does end up kind of adding on to the touch of the Magi damage. My goodness, once you got him in a couple of missiles back to back, it's just a rough spot to be in. Seawork does get found out with that Fae as DJ Trapwalker tried to see if he can get over there. Does have a win, but it looks like he ran out of mobility to catch up to Seawork. The Dragon Kick together with Rolls is a lot of movement that you can really just help yourself just get over to the other side of the arena, to the other side of the zip code. But against Seawork being Arcane, as long as you're very careful with your mobility, you can somewhat counter it. Mad crits on the Seawork, but he's not super worried. All the time keeping him plenty alive. Arcane Sphere just to give him some headspace. And DJ got himself lots of damage, but doesn't really have a lot of ways to close that gap. Karma, as well as Dampen Harm. Diffuse Magic will not be available, but all the other defenses may be used up right now. Touching the Magi is not going to feel that great. Ring of Fire doesn't quite clip you, but he's going to try to see if he can maybe board out in the open, catch it up to Seawork, knock back with a root, trying to see if he can maybe counter a Tiger's Loss out of DJ into a root right after. He got himself shooting power in cap close enough in order to be able to stop a lot of that cooldown recovery. Seawork still trying to see if he can maybe fish for an Ice Block, but he got two options. He could either try to see if he can keep running or go in for counter offensive bursts, make DJ play defensively, or fish for Ice Block, and he needs a lot of cooldown reduction for that one. I think it's going to be like a mix of kiting and doing damage, finding an opportunity. Big Arcane Surge nowhere near. DJ is kind of out in the open. Does he have a port back? It's actually line decided. Does his full burst on a Seawork? Mad hits back to back. Arcane Sphere is going to be deadly unless this man somehow survives a big sphere to follow. The man gets hit for massive hits, such as Magic cracks right through him. Oh my. Oh, I like your Mog, by the way. It looks so good with green. Okay, we got to give this a go because a lot of the dudes over in Team 1 didn't even get a chance to play. We got a Dragon in there. We got a Priest in there. We got SC back in there. We got these boys another chance at it, man. But that's Seawork, dude. Yeah, I'm hoping that this Arcane could still do stuff like this for 10 too. I'll be so sad if they no longer can do fun stuff like this. But we'll see, dude. We'll hope for the best, honestly. That, or it could be Seawork heading over to his training arc and swap it to Rogue. Flex as well as Chill. Let me know when you guys are ready. If you guys got 5, we'll just go again. If you guys need more bodies, I'm gonna scour with my real ID, dude. We're gonna get through all the homies, dude. All my homies coming up tonight. How many are we at right now on NA? 250, 260. You guys are ahead of EU. I have no idea how you guys are 20 games ahead of EU. I don't understand. And like, it's probably the number is most likely bigger because there's a lot of double recordings I have for EU, just because it's a lot of the times like, oh, did I remember to save it? Oh, I think I forgot. Let me save it again. And I notice I have a lot of doubles for EU. For NA, it's usually like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Some doubles here and there, but man, everything better. The DK and mobility. Don't remember what DK. I do remember what Death Knight. Hold on, they had the one. It's like a death and decay, but they could use it as a trinket, and it basically gives them like a zone of immunity to CC. You could use that as a trinket. Then you have normal trinket. Then you have the human racial, which was only 30-second CD with a normal trinket, and they only were both 2-minute CD too. So like you could use them both within 30 seconds of each other. So you could first IBF the rogue, desecrated ground. That's the one. You could then normal trinket. Human racial, you had 4 ways to break out of a rogue's immediate kidney shot. Mark for the kidney, you break out of it immediately, stop his go, put some pressure on the guy, force him to use a defensive every single time, dude. I was playing against Death Knights, and that was my worst classes out as combat at the time. It wasn't even outlaw that. But I also remember walking into Haze, dude, and Haze was one of those DKs that dueled all the time, right? And at the time, they also had that where your runic power could convert it to healing, basically second win as long as you have runes. And then would go through a playstyle where they would kind of switch up the abilities, where they would use like Icy Touch, Blood Boil, like all these other abilities, because they gave you more runic power than just like straight up obliterates and stuff. So basically, it was like a lot of little hits. You always had something to press, but they just constantly fueled and then turn it on, and that's it, converting it. Yeah, that Siphon is one of them. I think it's like it's a heal from a runic power, but I think it was like a conversion. Unholy conversion, I wouldn't know. Let me know if you're ready. Let me just hit you up really quick. Rage attack, that one, okay, so there's that, but I'm also thinking of conversion where runic power converted, but that's another one too. Ready? Awesome. Let's get you guys back in here again. I'm gonna do Black Rook Hold. I'm gonna do Black Rook just because Blade's Edge would be like a little much. Oh, I gotta go. Is it Boris? Is Boris lead? Hold on. 5 Rook 1. Yes, it's Boris' lead. Why? I think Seaver did stream on Twitch for a little bit here and there, but I think as of recently it would be like PC issues, but hopefully this will get solved at some point in the future. At least we don't get SLSL locks anymore. Oh yeah, back in like classic SLSL. Yeah, Soul Link. Soul Link. What's the other one? Soul Link and Siphon Life. Soul Link, Siphon Life is the best from ZK Live. Is he actually Moose Bars? Okay, yo, let's get anybody know Moose Bars? I mean, I'd be down to get Moose Bars in here, dude. If you wouldn't be like, yo, Moose Bars, show off at 5V5, dude. I'd like to show it off, man. I love to see it. To me, I don't know a lot of Frost Death Knights. I just know Chilled. I don't know too many. No, there's Antabadon over on the EU. That guy was cracked as Unholy. Not really Frost. On Frost, we also had Jesus. He wasn't terrible. He was pretty decent. Then we had Frost Boss. You know, that guy always came up with some weird builds, but they somehow worked. I don't know why. I don't know how, but they worked. I think it was dual wield maneuver with two-hander too. Twitch. We got ourselves Amarok over for. Oh, is everyone knowing that the abs there, my guy Amarok over on team 2. We got Flexi Bites first up as a feral druid. We got Makima, demonic, and wilted by jungle in the back. Flexi gonna be first up versus Argarok. Wait, we got Amarok and Argarok. Argarok is in a lot of trouble. Man needs healing. It looks like Flexing was not gonna give this guy even an opportunity. He went in for the jugular, put up the bleeds. I think the guy did not expect that much damage in the opener, and then a big old bite just sealed the deal. Looks like maybe it was going to be SC up next, but I think they're switching over to Chill Pills instead. Missing one over on the team 1. Deleted. Yeah, dude, that's rough, man. Evokers, by the way, are kind of squishy when they don't use cooldowns. A lot of people say like, oh, augmentation is like tanky. It's like, I feel like that's where a lot of people don't understand. It's like, I don't know, man. I sometimes run in on doing world quests and I'm dying. Like when people were like first time leveling, first time getting max level in Dragonflight. It's like you gotta rotate your cooldowns and you gotta use that mobility. Like you will never take a damage as long as you're like using stuff. Flexing, trying to see if you can use stuff versus Chill Pills. It looks like the stuff you're throwing on him, the bleeds, the bites, the everything is actually doing a number. Chill Pills though, undeterred. He's just charging right back at him. No incarnation deal with dust streaking out of the main. Flexing trying to see if he can avoid this damage. Then it's gonna be knocked back into Chill Pills. Trying to see if he can just create some space, but those obliterates, he can't get rid of those obliterates. Blind to make sure Flexing doesn't go anywhere. as a root is going to stop him in place. Have him some chain of ice, trying to see if he can reapply chains as soon as flexing shifts positions and shift forms. This way he's trying to see if he can just hover over away from chills, looking for the reset, but a death and decay is going to be cinching his little hooves, paws, feet, whatever he's got going on, depending on the form. He's trying to avoid him, but he's having quite a kind of a hard time. Chills charging in, another grip, another remorseless with a stun. Big damage, probably has obliterates, does get a second stun, doesn't mean a second obliterate at all. But hopefully that means he got himself a bit of a cooked up obliterates and he can kind of combo from one into the next. Demonic is going to be up next. And switching over to the subtlety spec. A lot of you guys are going to be sub, I think, for 10 to an assassin. But I'm hoping a lot more of you guys give Outlaw Crackshot build a go. It is cracked, and I really do mean it. It is some absolutely wild damage. Plus, Killing Spree actually feels like a button. Chillpill's trying to see if he can feel like a proper tanky death knight. I mean, all the plated armor. But Demonic can just break it through his defensive stun onto Demonic. Finally able to go for a couple of choppers. But the man is sitting with a death pack. Just kind of just consuming a good portion of his healing. He can't even really respond. Cheap shot, I think it's over. There's only so much you can really do, I guess, a rogue like this. It's going to be a Stormbolt out of the sea, but a blind comes out. Wait, how do you blind? How do you throw a Stormbolt while blinded? What is this? As Demoniac does get himself a reset, SC is going to have himself a hell of a match. Normally, I think Subtlety Rogues win, I guess, Arms Warriors, but my man Talrion, I think he figured out a foolproof way to defeat Sub Rogues. And the thing is, Sub needs to play around that Rupture. You need to put up the bleed on the Warrior. And I feel like with that, you're not really going in for as much burst damage every single time. But also, an Arms Warrior can, depending on how Talrion runs it, you can really just like one-shot, not one-shot, but like three-shot a rogue. I'm trying to be generous. I'm trying to be accurate, but also very, very generous in that description. You can do some numbers. I want to see if SC can do the same here, though. Cheap shot immediately. As soon as he picks up the eye, it's going to be a cold blood. SC can do nothing about this. But I think what he definitely needs is no line of sight. If he can have no line of sight, always opportunity to charge over to the rogue. Blaze Storm is going to be huge. Prevents the rogue from being able to stun you. Vanish out of the rogue immediately. There goes the Cloak of Shadows coming back up very, very soon. Second Vanish is back up. Almost got an evasion back in. And SC, as long as he doesn't have a rupture, the man should be able to get a little bit of health. It's going to be Shadow Strike. Try to see if he can ignore it. Into a quick charge. Into yet another stun. Does he have another Blaze Storm? Parry up. And Demonic Newland's going to need to go for a Shadow Step. Get the shot, but it's going to be Bleed set on him. Disarm before he can really get himself a go. Mad hits him. Demonic has to go for a Cloak of Shadows. Blaze Storm is out. Eventually, the Blaze Storm is going to put a bleed on you. Fear to follow as SC trying to retain control of the situation. Goes in for a trick and short stun onto Demonic. Has himself an evasion. Overpower should be able to do work. That's going to be cheat death. Once you do something, that's a cheat death. You could be in a bad spot. It's going to be a Vanish last second. Does not proc the cheat death. The man is just out of options. Is he bleeding right now? He is bleeding. If SC can maybe catch back up to him, he might be okay. Charges, how are you getting those charges? But the blind finally gives you the breather you needed. And he does have a trinket back up. SC doesn't have anything. Wait a second, maybe Demonic just ends it. That's going to be a little bit of the Spore Cloak. Does go for a little hit on Demonic. It's going to be a heal for SC. But the man cannot catch up. As long as you put a Rupture on this Warrior, he's not going to be able to catch himself an easy reset. But a Vanish, oh, dude, those charges, that's stun. Trinket and a Demonic does not want to go down, but a Blaze Storm may just be the enemy. Quick turnaround by the Warrior. Does he get to find him? Does he get to end him? Vanish is back up for Demonic in just 10 seconds. SC needs to get himself another charge. Avatar available very, very soon. You could use Avatar in order to go for Blaze Storm. Can't stop it. Vanish, you need it right now. Cheat death. Vanish last second. How are you still alive? How are you still alive? Dude, rogues, man. But do you focus on a Rupture onto a C, or is this man going to get himself some healing? I think he might end up getting some healing. He does see you. Parry up, just trying to make sure he can get himself a defensive. But I don't think he's going to be able to get you unless you go for a leap or something. Demonic does have a Cloak of Shadows backup for this one, so those bleeds is going to be a little bit harder to deal with. My goodness, but it looks like SC is going to try to see if he can leap away. It looks like Rupture's about to fall off, so he's trying to make some distance as he can. Even if you wear leather or cloth, POV, every class taking the death knight. True, honestly. Big cheap shots on SC. Does he go down right here in fear last second? Get himself a bit of a healing. Stun onto Demonic, trying to go for some damage. Defensive stance getting thrown off into a disarm. That's going to be maybe a cloak on Demonic. Does go for the cloak, as this is going to be bleeds. Defensive stance back up, but the Shadow Strikes just go right through, and that's going to be a stun since he's already inside of the Team 1 arena. The A-Priest, not the B-Priest, they got the A-Priest out this time around. A-Priest is just rushing out over Demonic. When I say just like A-Priest, just like just a random priest crawled from like the It's just a priest, man. Just a priest joined the arena. Just crawled out from the spectator side of things. Jumped inside. Dude, actually this arena was in Legion, wasn't it? Like an actual zone. And you could like hang on the sidelines, watch people just gotta fight each other in the middle in a free-for-all, and you could just jump in. Oh man, I do wish it would add like that kind of like aspect. I feel like that wouldn't work well for an arena environment, but like imagine if you could just go hang out on like the stands and just watch somebody else actually play. How cool would that be? I think it'd be neat. I don't think that'll work super well. God forbid if they allow you toys inside of there or anything, but that would be neat in my opinion. Cheap shot as April just presses his back against the wall. Does he just go down here? It's gonna be a, not a trinket, just a stun. Trinket a demoniac dome. Big shields for April. Got himself the Aegis together with the Spore Cloak overlapping a massive shield. Vanish quickly for demoniac. Does not have a Cloak of Shadows, but any damage he does to April right now is gonna be kind of limited. Cypher is attacking him. Does go for a quick backstab on that thing. And April needs himself some kind of a damage hit. Needs something, anything. Got himself a desperate pair. Does he maybe have a fear? Trying to go for some damage with demonic, maybe some procs, but it's gonna be smoke bomb trying to see if he can get away. You're just waiting for him with a void torrent attached, and he needs to find a way to stop it. Does go in for an interrupt, but it's gonna be Shadowfiend that attacks immediately. Evasion is up, trying to see if he can reduce the damage from the Siphon, but at least dodging some of his hits. But looks like the tentacles are still getting their damage onto him. Will not be able to catch himself a proper reset as long as he's taking ticks of damage. And he's trying to see if he can slow down a freeze. Gouged really quickly. Has himself a cloak, has himself everything. Can the Shadow Priest really do much here? I feel like it's just the mobility, the lack thereof, rather. This makes it so much harder. Quick fear. Hold on a second. On his go. Big damage. Void Eruption. It's going to be Cloak of Shadows. If you can live this cloak, I think you may be able to do something. Vanish out of Demonic just to get himself a fatty shield and cooldown reduction. The guy's playing super aggressive here. Blind right after. As soon as he sees any damage, he's just going to go for a breather. Probably gouge. Kidney shot. No, reset? No, wait, hold on, turning around. I was gonna say for a moment, like, I think you should have had a kill shot backup and available by then. You vanished too, so it should have been up. But he's gonna try to stay in. April having to go for a little bit of a disperse, trying to keep the pressure on Demonic best he can. With a Void Torrent to follow, you can't really stop this one. At least got himself finally quite a bit of damage that does stick onto the rogue, but unless you can send like a pet over there. Oh man, it's gonna be rough. Dampening is also getting a little bit higher too. Plus, when you have the dampening fused together, infused with also the rogue poisons for wound poison, you're not gonna be able to heal a lot here right now. Compared to a rogue too, I feel like a Shadow Priest actually heals for less than a rogue at this point. Not even gonna lie. Demonic got himself a quick reset. Shadow Step, Shadow Strike? No, he's just going in for like a full-on run. A Priest knows more or less where he's gonna be. Does pick up the Mage Food. That is allowed, by the way. Mage foot is allowed. I feel like some of the guys are like, maybe we shouldn't allow it after watching yesterday's with Sub Rogue using the Mage foot just to reset. So that's a good point, but it's just one of those things that's very difficult to regulate within the dueling arena. Big secret technique. A Priest somehow is still alive. Does a power word life. It is keeping him alive barely. The Mind Games does go for the juke on the kick. Demonic is going to be full burst, but he does have Cloak of Shadows. This is where you go for as much self-healing as possible until that interrupt is back up and available. Cheap shot. Oh, it's over. That is rough. Oh, he just leaves. Oh, he just leaves. He doesn't even want to fight Seavark. He knows exactly what's going to happen. All right. So at least, you know what? And so I'm okay with this. Because now Amarok, my man, been waiting for his turn. Makim also been waiting. Also, WTB Jungle has been waiting. So at least these boys get a chance to play properly without having like a chance that a sub-rogue will just not let them play whatsoever. Oh my goodness, gonna be a likely lasso by Amarok as Seavark just pushes in, doesn't even give Amarok a breather. Man goes in for a heal, but does get interrupted. Got himself lava burst, and that's about it. Gonna be a massive glacial spike, trying to go for kick on Seavark, doesn't quite connect. Frostbolt is gonna probably be the end of you unless Amarok just lives. No, just pushes in, just doesn't give the man a moment of opportunity, freezes the air around him. The guy just literally can't even breathe in that kind of a situation. My goodness, Makima, or is it going to be jungle? Looks like maybe jungle. Oh, Makima? Hold on. Both. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Looks like it's the rogue. Hold on, jungle. Better be. Hold on, jungle. I hope you're careful. He's fighting the rogue. Or no? Huh? Okay, Seavark is confused just like I am. But basically, the rogue and the hunter both started charging out. And I have no idea. And I have no clue which one is supposed to play. But the rogue, we're not going to count that one, right? Not going to count that one. Big jump by Wounded by Jungle. And he's trying to go for massive cultures from a distance, but a ray of frostball movement from Seavark is just over. Oh! I want to see more of this frosty action, but I guess you don't get to tonight, man. I want to see more of that. Can we see more Seawork as Frost Mage or Arcane? I like you on either spec, man. So who won most of these even? I don't even know. Was it Demoniac? Demoniac. I don't know what Demoniac left. I also don't know why Makima left there too. I wanted to see like a proper Seawork versus potentially 3 or a chance for you guys to take him down. I mean, as long as you get an ice block or 2 out of him, right? You're playing for to get their cooldown so the next guy can go in and finish him off. If you do play it like that, I feel like that would have been a winnable situation. Let's get us another one going, boys, yeah? There's Seawork. No, keep Seawork around, dude. I like watching Seawork play. I feel like we need to get more Seawork in here. More of my homie, dude. 61. Here we go. Still good to go? Cool. Night King, let me know when you're ready, my guy, and we'll be good to go, yeah? I'm a Frost Mage, Seawork, they can't lose. I'm a Frost Mage. Dude, why did both rogues leave? Yeah, I feel like as a Frost Mage, it's probably a little bit better than Arcane, right? For a rogue, to fight against. What's up, Carlos? Regrouping? Okay. Changing my spec, haven't done PvP season, just show all good, friend. If I can get you in if you need help. Regrouping? Okay, cool. Are we just switching over to different bodies, chilled, or is it just like, is the group still up? Oh, wait, group is still up. Okay, so they're regrouping. I think they're getting Night King on a different character. Seawork is group lead right now, but I think they're just trying to get him in real quickly. Okay. Cool. You can play AUG. Can play AUG. It can do duels, okay. Just need to go for that breath into double empowerment for damn. But it can 1v1. Yeah, if you want Jerdis, if you want to play as AUG, that's perfectly fine. That thing is like a mixture of like a healer, tank, and a DPS. But like, we've had Trill played before, and you did really well with it. Yeah, so if you want to play AUG, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, you don't have to go Devo. Like, AUG is still a DPS, and the way they try to tune him, you know, AUG is still a thing that's going to get complained about for a while, for good reason too. That being said, they did just try to design him to be like, okay, you should still feel like a DPS in PvP. Like, you got support abilities, you got all the side healing, but you're not a tank, you're not a healer, you are a DPS with just a lot of tank and healing stuff. So, yeah. Need an invite? Let me ask him real quick. Damanam, can you make a nice smile for the screenshot? A smile for screenshot. I'm afraid what you're gonna do with that screenshot. But also, I got no joy in me, so I got no smiles in me. You know what? Wait until we get ourselves a fantastic scenario instead of a duel, right? When somebody just blows up and my mind is blown, you'll see me smiling for days, man. You see me smiling for days, yeah? CDU, good one on your way. Oh, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. It's okay. 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 So Night King is ready. It looks like everybody is ready, but we'll get you guys up and running here in a bit, yeah? Alrighty, let's do hook point, man. They didn't know it's mine. They didn't know it's mine. There it is, man. There it is. Please don't put me in like a cringe compilation or anything. Please, I beg of you. Cock. Wow, what am I doing? I need a reflex, right? No, because I had Boris on there for a second, but that's because he was lead for like 2 seconds. Now it works. Now we're good. Oh man. But yeah, Seawork, don't worry about that Arcane or Mage in general, man. If it's just like not really super amazing for 10 to train an Arc as a rogue, man. You could be Rocky Balboa. I could be that guy that's like telling you to punch up, I don't know, what is it, a slab of meat in the freezer, right? Or usually it's like a anime training arc where you got like the protagonist trying to build up muscles and you got the old man sitting like on his back as he's doing push-ups or whatever. I could be the old guy, dude. I could be the dead weight on the back on the back of your back. You mean, you know, man, I care if it's bad. Yeah, I feel you. But if you want to give our logo, man, yo, you'll probably figure it out faster than I will. Honestly, faster than I did. Ready? All right, cool. Good. We're gonna hook point just because I don't want to give you guys a Blade's Edge specifically. We'll just do a hook point. I will at some point do Blade's Edge, but we'll do a hook point. We'll do like some Dalaran, some Lordaeron, some other stuff. You know what I mean? We'll give that a go. Let me know if I need to re-queue, by the way. If you were in LFG when I queued you up, it's not gonna work properly. I'm not even, man. Make it live good. Alright. Rebs going 2400 in Shuffle now. I'm playing Assassin now. Assassin I think is gonna be a solid choice for the next year. Like all that bleed damage. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I think sub is still gonna be solid. It's just they're really like, I think that Shadowblade's thing is gonna make them nutty for the Eviscerates, but it's like, okay, now you can just generate common points instantly, so we're gonna nerf the damage of your Eviscerates. Plus you don't have the new current tier set, so like it's not gonna be that strong. It's like a chance for you now to get like a 50% damage on the Eviscerate from like a Shadow Clone thing or whatever. I think it's still gonna do good damage and you're gonna be able to get decent setups, but I don't think you're gonna be, depending how they tune it, I don't think you're gonna be going in and just kind of globaling somebody with a 2 Eviscerates or whatever. Hey Dalaran, is Red Paladin getting nerfed? Red hasn't changed. My man Atho got you with the quickest response in the West. He got himself the Mog that fits the whole West world. He's got just the fastest responses ever. Yeah, Red Paladin, I'd say they're pretty good. Or bad, depending on how you look at them, you know? Alright, switch. Got ourselves a couple of Warlocks here. DJ Flex over onto the Survival Hunter, running out with a big old Tombstone Blade. We got ourselves Diabolicals back there on the Demonology, or Destro. Both Destros with Psychotic as well. Makima as well, Demonic. And it's going to be DJ Flex trying to see if he can fight through the Frost that is our Seabark. Not an Arcane, but Frost might be a little bit more easier for these guys to kind of deal with. Big damage on the Seabark. Does go for the Ray of Frost from a distance. DJ Flex trying to see if he can charge over, maybe to get himself an intro. Doesn't quite connect fast enough. Trying to still see if he can chase after the Frost Mage that is Arcane. As Survival, you got some Harpoon. You got some big Glacier Spike to deal with. Does go for the quick reset on that. Quick stun onto Seabark as he does move over to the side. Shift power should give him a lot of cooldown reduction. Does have still Flex out in the middle of the arena, trying to see if he can close that gap with a Harpoon. Big disengage towards Seabark, but he's just got himself full burst in the ready. Massive icicles back to back. Big damage, massive spike, big flurry, huge hits. DJ got himself a little bit of healing last second. Turtle Shell to give himself a little bit of cover as he's trying to approach towards Seabark. Big Manic Better just up and running to give him a little bit of that recovery. And Seabark still holding on to an ice block. May need to be looking at ice block here. Does go for the block before Flex does anything at all. A single kill shot, if you're low enough on health, could be very detrimental. Flex does go for Feint Death really quickly, catching up whatever healing he can, but these images are not really gonna let him. Oh, it looks like they're focused on the pet more than anything. Ring of Fire on one side, Mayor Blizzard on the other. Flex does walk through the fire, probably doesn't want to be doing that, honestly. Flurry down, but does go for the poison. Chimera coursing through. Seabark is gonna be able to at least shut him down for just a second here, as it's gonna be that all-to-time reversing, that or reversal. Actually, I think it was all the time. I'm not even sure. Ring of Frost on one side, Blizzard on the other. Frostbolts under the bed, does go for the stun. Blink out of Seabark, does have himself the cooldown reduction, and is going to be able to get some damage onto Flex. Trying to see if he can zone him away from that pillar. Does go for the Ray of Frost. Is this going to be over? Oh my god, catching him in a Ray. And when you don't have a Feint Death for that one, it's just over. The fact that Maidens can channel a whole Ray while moving is just to me, it's out of this world, man. Makima gonna be up next. Does get hit with an Nova. I think it was coming out of South to say hello to Seabark, but I'm not sure. Is gonna get in there. Quick blink out of the Mage. Is gonna be more steps as Makima trying to stay in step with Seabark as best as possible, but he does have himself the big old all the time to try to create some space. Blizzard's down. Ring of Frost does catch the Rogue and is going to be able to hit him here. Trinket out of Makima though, as he does go in for quite a bit of damage. I think Shadowy Duel, is that what it is? I think that was Shadowy Duel, but a Glacial to the back, not going to feel that great. Ring of Fire, he's just trying to see if he can skulk over towards the pillar, but that rune does not, that rune I don't want to break, and I understand why now. The guy just left. Why, Makima? Why are we leaving? Oh no, did you just burn through all these cooldowns and was like, alright, I'm dead. I'm done. Or is that like just something going on his end? I hope everything is okay. I want this man to be able to get in and get himself a chance. You know, he wins him. Listen, what is this? Diabolical, why are you also green? You and Seabark are both green. What is happening? Did you guys go in there and just look like green priests in like a 2v2 arena or something? What are you guys doing? What is this? Why are you both so similar? It's going to be a Shadow Fury. Breath by Seabark, just trying to see if he can control Diabolical a little bit while also trying not to break his big old crystal that he's tethered to. Trying to get some damage in. Big flurries down. Dia wants to go in for a big old hit. Fear onto Seabark. has nothing for this one. Maybe a icebox situation here. Shot of Fury doesn't want to find out how much that's going to hit him for. Just goes in for the block and gives himself lots of cooldown, lots of recovery right now. Very well done. Not easy being green. It really isn't easy being green, man. It really isn't. Big port for Daya, but it's going to be yet another blizzard to control him into a trinket out of Seawork. Interrupted Daya. He's just going to be able to drop down all the AoE hits together with a frozen orb as well as a ring of fire. Daya can't really do much about it. The Bonds of Fel does a lot of damage to Seawork, but always has himself an ult of time to be able to reset it. Ring of Frost for the Succubus will not be able to do much. Reversal just to be able to get away from Succubus and get up next to Diabolical, but he got himself Mortal Coil coming up very, very soon. And Seawork is getting himself more of that shifting power. That shifting power is actually just so brutal right now. Every single time he gets it, for Daya, it's not going to feel great at all. Ring of Fire, that's going to be Blizzard's down. Does get himself a Mortal Coil with a Fear. Finally, a Soulfire. Seawork, though, is tanked up pretty well. Still quite a bit of damage either way. Blink it, but does have himself all the time to reverse that damage. Is going to try to see if he can reposition next to, or at least in line inside of Daya. Blink it right after in order to get yet another angle. Ring of Frost on that pet. And is going to be able to go for that reverse yet again. That reverse and blinks is so good. Portals are up for Daya, but it's going to be full burst out of Seawork. Icy veins are coursing through him. Well, ice is literally coursing through his veins. Reflect, not going to be able to do much. Daya trying to go for a bit of a heal. That's going to be Dark Pact, has a wall. May just want to use a wall here. Shadow Fury. Does he catch him? He does catch him. This is going to be a quick board. Glacial Spike still has a line of sight. Oh, doesn't hit, but the Dark Pact still holds on strong enough to have a sliver of his shield. Still holding on. You can see it right there. But this Blizzard could actually end him. This Blizzard could just be the end of your Flurry. Does get himself a Mortal Coil. Pets are in. Gonna be able to go for a couple of Frostbolts. Succubus CC walking your way, but it's gonna be a quick and miss out of Seawork last second out of that CC. I don't know how that broke, but a Frozen Orb Blizzard, yeah, there's nothing you can do. Has himself a wall, but at this point it's like, I'm just getting tickled down by these little abilities and it's just not really gonna stop. Who's next? Hold on, he just kind of threw down a Blizzard. Whoever's gonna be next, it looks like Demonic is just gonna get blasted out. Good thing the images is kind of tickled. They don't really do anything. Psychotic is going to be up next. From one Destro into the next, he's going to try to see if he can maybe melt Seawork down a notch here. Ray of Frost is going to do a lot of damage though, passively behind the pillar. Man's popping a wall as well as a Dark Pact. I guess you felt like, okay, this is going to be a ramp up, and now Seawork is going into a full cooldown, so maybe a wall was like necessary there. Now that he's walking in there, Succubus CC trying to see if he can break out of it, does burn a trinket for it, and is looking to get himself a better position. Looks like back it up for a moment. Ring of Fire down all these pets. Blizzard to follow Psychotic. Whatever he's going to go for behind that pillar, no matter the angle of the pillar he takes, he's always just going to take passive damage from whatever Seawork throws at the guy. It's just going to be slows from Blizzard, constant damage, but also CDR for Seawork onto the Frozen Orb, unless he doesn't run that for some reason. But it's going to be real good for him. Trying to see if he can spell steal the Spell Reflect versus Psychotic. Shifting Power is going to give him that cooldown reduction. Got himself plenty of AoE. Ring of Fire. Maybe a Blizzard down. Flurry down as well. Psychotic just got stuck behind the pillar. Can't really do much. Big Ray of Frost needs to find an answer. Oh my goodness, that Ray of Frost. As soon as he got that Flurry Ray of Frost, it is just over. Demonic charging over toward Seawork. Does have a Shadow Step in order to be able to back blink on the guy. Seawork not in a great spot. Has himself an Ice Block. Looking to get himself a different position versus Demonic. Needs to slow the guy down as much as possible. Quick Poly. Gives him a breather. And that's going to be a big old spike to start off the match. Massive hits, another Ice Nova, and Demonic stepping in with a kidney shot, but it's going to be an Ice Block to just block the guy and just get himself a little bit of a reset. Images are back up for Seawork, needs himself cooldown reduction, but while he has Demonic around the pillar, oh, actually that blind might have been goated. Hold on, Shadow Step? No, it doesn't quite get him out of combat though. I was thinking while he's inside of the ring, as long as he doesn't touch the fire on the outskirts, he's okay, and maybe could have caught a reset. Ring of Frost on one side, Blizzard on the other. You're gonna get rooted. That's gonna be a smoke bomb, but it's not really gonna do much for you versus the Blizzard and Ring of Fire just going in. Blizzard, he literally can't stand behind the pillar. He can't get himself a reset. That's zone action. The anti-zone mechanics of Frostmage are really getting to shine this time around, man. With the damage right now, I remember the spec used to do this, but like your Blizzards and everything just did no damage, just kind of tickled. Now they actually hit for quite a bit. It's effective. It forces Demonic to get aggressive. You're going for Shadow Step secret technique, but his shield still holds strong for Seawork. Trying to go for Glacial Spike. I don't know if you'll be able to. Blizzard should at least be able to keep him in combat. Ring of Frost If you go to the right, you're gonna get frozen. If you go to the left, you're just gonna burn. You don't really have much of a good situation here. Which way do you go? You get frozen. In hopes that maybe the fire breaks the freeze, but it's just gonna give him another flurry. The slows, man, just to crawl up for the rogue. Had himself a cloak, vanish back up unavailable. He could use those. Blind coming up sometime soon. With a vanish, should actually get some nice cooldown reduction on it as well. But man, right now he's just behind the pillar, constantly frozen. Seawork is getting some massive cooldown reduction value. So this could be anyone's game. Demoniac, I feel like a good... Oh, using cloak maybe a little early. I think what would I use cloak as you charging at Seawork during his biggest hits? Vanish, secret. That's gonna be also your what's this? The Spore Cloak. So really, with that vanish aggressively, this could be a rough spot. Every interrupt, every stun needs to be on point. At least as long as you get us some big damage, you'll be fine. Vanish for that secret technique. See if we try to reduce the damage as best possible. Poly does not let Demonic heal at all. Smoke bomb down to give yourself a little bit of cover. But these blizzards, ring of fires, you know they're not really going to be able to stop it. Have some cheat death, but these blizzards and orbs, man, it's just a rough spot. You might just proc cheat death right here. I think it's just over, right? Got him some sippy cup, cheat death. You're still okay. You're still alive. You got some warlock health, so maybe that can make it work. Some value. You got himself 12 seconds on advantage. You need to find a way to close the gap with Seawork at this point. That'll get frozen. Maybe Blizzard breaks it. No flurry. Oh, it's just just the glacier. That's an ice spike right through the heart, man. Oh, that's actually so heartbreaking. It was so close, man. So close. You never really think about that zone action, man. You can't sit behind the pillar. Normally, that's where rogues go, behind the pillar, catch a reset, but he's not even letting him do that. The entire time, he's just harassing him with frost and fire. The elements, dude, you just dropped weather on the guy. Just a circle of weather. My goodness, let's get us another go, dude. Uno más. Uno más, boys. Yo, Night King, Reflex, let me know when you guys are ready. Yeah, this is just... Hey, Chad, this is like cathartic for me because we watched a lot of rogue resets last night too. A lot of rogue resets last night, yeah. Miss Legion Outlaw Rogue, Lamelo Smoke him. Dude, Outlaw and Legion with the Between the Eyes that stunned you. Oh, that was so good. But I think this new one, Intent 2, is gonna be like a nice, what do you call it? A spiritual successor to the original. That crack shot playstyle with pistols, you're literally a range class. It's so good. It is so good. I think you'll like it, man. Dial back in these games as soon as like the spectator mode stops working, man. I'm down, or maybe for like 10-2 have like a one day where I pop back in, get some play in here, because that thing is gonna be nuts. But yeah, let me know when you boys are ready. We'll get another one going. So are we good for season 3? Right now we're in season 2. So they're pretty good then. Season 3, it's early to tell. For PvP, Flex, what are your thoughts on the tier set? Because that's really the only big power jump you're getting, and I think the tier set is pretty solid. Like crit damage seems pretty good. I think it's going to be weird to play around Fear of the Eagle in PvP, but it's not a terrible ability. It actually has quite a bit of like execute value to it as well. Like when it's all critting and stuff, I think it could be pretty good, man. I think it could be pretty good. That extra crit damage afterwards also could be nuts too. I think it's going to be solid, but who knows. PvE wise too, I haven't really seen a lot of survivors play with it yet. But I think on paper, it sounds pretty decent. I think it's just going to have some rotational weirdness to it. Like you'll probably start Fear of the Eagle, you'll cancel it, and then you'll start using all the abilities like Longest Bite, Kill Shot, grenades and stuff. But yeah, watch me slap around BM Hunter and Myth Plus. You did do really, really well. That is fair. To be fair, that is fair. Yeah. I was thinking more like from a Mythic Plus and Raid perspective, like combined together. But yeah, no. Definitely not numerically bad at all. Definitely not. To be honest, I haven't played Retail since BFA, just play Classic now. A lot of people enjoying Classic, dude, especially with Hardcore. It gives you a reason to level characters and then re-level another character. I feel like everybody's getting super good at leveling now with Hardcore being out. Because you learn like the pathing, you learn the mistakes, and like you learn how to like get there as fast as possible. It still is like a pretty big time sink though. Man, it's just, I don't know. I've been, any free time that I've had, I've been playing PTR. Messing around with the dungeons. That's been a ton of fun, by the way. Testing classes, seeing how to play, playing tier sets, testing out rogue changes. Like Assassin is actually a good Mythic Plus spec for once, so that's been fantastic. But yeah. All right, how we doing, boys? How we doing? Ready? And ready. How we doing? Or do we need more bodies? Do we need more? It looks like Boris needs 2 more, and Night King needs uno más. I guess Seawork popped off for the night. Let me see if I can get a couple of homies in here, man. Let me see who else is on. Beat, now we're getting back up. Boris is already in the group. Dynam. Did I ask Dino already? Hey Dino. Hey Dino. Wanna join a few 5V5 1v1 Duels, friend? Destroy Hope is still in Aberus. Garaber. Hey Garo. Hey Garo. 5V5 1v1 Duels tonight. Let's see if we can get Garaber in here. I think he'll cancel if you're of the Eagle and again 2 charges the bombs. So like how early into the fight are you gonna do that though? Because I haven't got to mess around with it, so I'm mostly asking from like inexperience. I guess. I think Lemon PZ, I think I'm gonna mark him as a PvE friend. Because I don't think he's ever hit me up on dual stuff. Mugabalo, so he's already doing stuff. Pancakey. You have to Fury before you coordinate assault if you play Bombardier. Fury before, so you Fury, grenade, Bombardier, grenade, and just spam grenades. I can see it. It'll be on a couple of hours. I'm currently doing old school. I'll be on a couple of hours. I'm currently doing old school work to be DNR. Okay, yeah, we'll probably be doing this for about an hour or so. And then got a Baldur's Gate 3 thing that I gotta get to, but yeah. Actually, I haven't even checked out the tier set. Okay, cool. Yeah, so when you get a chance, man, I'd like to hear your opinions on it. Is that Pete? That is Pete. Hold on. Pete from RR. No, wait. That's No. Is Twister? Is that really No? No way, dude. What the? I haven't seen No in a while. What the hell? Hey, Banks. Hey, WNX. Want to join some 5V5 1v1 Duels friend? Where's Kevin? Where's my regular homies, man? Kragar? Oh, hold on. Hey, Kragar. Oh, Kragar. Never mind. I was thinking, not Kragar, but it was a different guy. When they. Kevin or not Kevin. His name also begins with a letter K though. Why am I drawing a blank? I'm so bad with names, dude. I am so bad with names. I tell me to list off on every ability of like a rep paladin. I can do it. Tell me to like remember a name of a friend that I've known in the game for like years. I'm just like, god, my brain fails me. Which guys is the best for what he wants? Sorry, sniffly. I'd say Rogue, isn't it? I think like Rogue. Chat, what'd you guys say? I think like Rogue. Like if you really play super scummy, I think Rogue can do really, really well. But who knows, right? Oh, good friend. Okay, so I'll mark him over as a dino, right? PvE friend. So next time I whisper him, I'm just gonna not bug him. At the moment, Mage, but Rogue is a good too. You think Mage? Oh man, they're not terrible at all. Yeah, for sure. I think like if you were like min-maxing like super hyper like everything, like you're just playing maximize in value mode or whatever, I think Rogue is really good, but that's just me, man. Mages, Rogues, and Druids always. Yeah, I guess so. I'd say Warlocks are pretty good. They've had definitely a time in the spotlight for a good bit. By the way, I did a plus 20 weight class as a proud pally, and I generally felt disgusting using the tier set. How badly did it feel to drop down the consecration and then walk out of it? How badly did I feel? The fact you could overwrite an empowered consecration is on it. Oh, that's also worse. Because like you usually reapply consecration and you use it all the time to like, okay, I want to make sure I got a good space, and you got a big one, and it's like the fact that it just lets you like big one, but you're so used to pressing one to reset it when you had nothing else to press. Want me to get an A duels? I know I want to, but yes, you do. I know, but you know, I can't. I know I can't. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm for those. Yes, I'm not drunk. I love you. I love you, bud. Arthur, you're my favorite, bro. Absolutely my favorite, dude. What a lad. What a lad, man. I brought consecration on CD. I do too. It's just like ingrained in me. When you play Proud Pally in particular, like even Holy, I don't do that. But Proud, you just constantly micro adjusted. And God forbid you to get yourself a big consecration and just nothing. By the way, boys, we got groups listed there in the raids legacy if you want to find them. Type number 5 in the chat. You should be able to find either one. We got Boris. We got ourselves Night King. They need a +1 and +2. So just a couple of homies, man. I haven't seen you stream in a while, honestly. All good, friend. All Gucci. Well, this is online, man, that I can pester him. Oh, man. Zero, did he ever get back to me? I don't think so, no. Unforged, man. Miss a guy. Well, let's gonna get in to here. Where is Kevin? Oh, also, where's Conan? Is that what I was thinking of earlier when I was trying to think of a letter name whose letter starts with the letter K? I think I'll confuse those two. And I'm just like thinking Conan. The sound of the letter K, not literally letter K. You see how my brain works? It's just all kinds of messed up, man. It's all kinds of confused, and I'm the one who gotta parse these things, man. I'm like, what in my brain? That's the weirdest photo, though, man. That is weird. All right, boys, we need a couple more homies. Actually, only one more for both on the +1. Would you play Miss Classic? Oh, you know what? Miss Classic was fun. Miss back in the day was pretty cool. I don't know. I definitely will play Legion Classic whenever that comes out. I think that'd be really fun. But like, I don't know. I think I probably want to give Cataclassic a try because that's when I started playing the game, is in Cataclysm. Are outlook good for duels? They can be at times, but not like universally good. It all depends on the matchup, though. Hey, Dalek question. What's up, Aura? Have you played Unholy DK and Plus? Not so far. No, not for 10-2, I guess. How does it feel when we put them in the tier list? For current Unholy Death Knight, it can do well depending on how big you pull. So if you pull big, they could literally feel like S tier. But if you go like smaller, slower pulls, kind of like what you would do if you don't have like an Evoker, a Fire Mage, and a Shadow Priest and a Bear, right? So you're gonna go a little slower. They can definitely feel a little underwhelming at times. I think with 10-2, that tier should fix a lot of that. So you should have fantastic cleave damage no matter how many mobs you're pulling. So that should help you bridge that gap. You either have like a really good single target or really good big damage, massive pack, like a ridiculous amount of stuff that you could epidemic down. But then there's like a gap of like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It gets kind of like if it was like a graph, right? So your damage is up here in single target, and then 2 target, 3 target, 4 target, 5 target, 6 target. It kind of slides down because you just don't have the tools to really deal with like small groups of enemies all that easily. But when you get to like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, it goes back up exponentially, right? The more enemies you pull, the bigger that epidemic, the bigger the cleave, the better the damage you do, basically. PTSD from Lashes? Yes, Lashes would be a good one. Like back in Algathar Academy, when you had that one boss that summoned a bunch of Lashes and you could just epidemic them, you were top of the world for a good bit, man. That was a ton of damage, but also that Lashes pull before the boss, you pull everything. You do big, you gotta live, you just gotta focus on living and holding aggro so your Unholy doesn't die, and if you just live long enough, things will die. It's that good. But they're trying to like give them a little bit more like leeway. They're trying to make their cooldowns a little bit less like everything about their single target damage and AoE damage, which is gonna make that side cleave like 2 target, 3 target, 4 target better, just because it's gonna be less cooldown reliant, which are like very single target focused and only some for AoE. It's going to be better overall for like overall damage output. But also that tier set where you're cleaving with your mages on everything near you as you use your single target abilities, that's also going to be really, really good too. But also you get like 10% more damage every time you summon a mages, or 2 rather, because you get a 2 for 1. So you'll do Army of the Dead, I think that's 2 mages, and then Apocalypse sounds 2 mages, and then it's like 4 mages for 20% more damage, all of them are cleaving. That's going to be really good. I think you may end up, unless mages don't proc from Army, do they proc from only Apocalypse or Army? Death Knight, help me out here. Are you Unholy? Probably, right? You are. Army mages, does he proc from and Army of the Dead summons a mages, so you'll be able to get like 2 mages from this, 2 mages from this, 4 mages, 20% more damage. You might just start sending Army into AoE potentially, man. Maybe, like, it's hard to tell, but maybe, right? Justice, Dalaran, check your Discord transmog section. Hold on, what am I looking at here? Oh my god, man. Oh my god, best transmog ever. Oh, there it is, dude. Oh, there it is, you goober. That's what you're trying to do. Hey, is that Kevin? Oh, here's Kevin. Sure, that is Kevin. You found Kevin. That is so good. Oh, you guys don't get to see the video, but it's okay. There's a good chance you've seen it already before. So we got 5 for Boris. We need Unomas for my man. Yo, Seavark, are you back? Seavark, are you hopping off for the night or what? Actually, I think he did. I think he did. We need 2 more for Night King now. That's unfortunate. But hopefully we can get him. If Kevin was on, man, I actually think we could do it. I don't see him like online or anything. On like classic or whatever. Yeah. Maybe like Nick would be down to join. We need a +1 afterwards, but like yeah. But yeah, we just need 2 more. Hey, I'm new to WoW, long time, but looking for a best DPS class for PvP. What would you recommend for me? I would prefer an easy class to get into. An easy class to get into that's also really good for PvP. Well, definitely not a healer. I would avoid those. I would go with a DPS class. Easy class to get into. I would say, like, if you like casters, I think a Warlock is a good starter. They're pretty tanky. There's some pet management stuff, but like if you play like Destro, for example, it's a lot of damage output and good CC chains that you can put up. Plus the tankiness makes it a little bit easier to like play into and really do stuff with. Then we have, I'd say for melee, probably like a warrior is a good starter too. Maybe like a paladin. I'd say paladins are pretty good. Just something that's tanky, something that's durable, something that can do quite a bit of damage without like too much of a setup is what I'm thinking from a perspective of easy. So mage is the easiest, Rin? You think so? I think they're kind of squish unless you can really use that mobility and space and all the time stuff. But to each their own. Don't be mad at me. I love you. I love you too, Justice. You're good, my guy. You're good. I just don't understand why my Furion had to swap places with Ysera if Merithra, which is gonna become aspect anyway. LMAO. I mean, you needed someone to guide Merithra, right? Like, I don't think. I think that Ysera knows she's like not long for this world. Like she's passed. She's lived her life. She's dead, literally dead. She's like, I'm not coming back. There's just no chance. But I can at least like train you. Your training arc is not over yet. You know, gotta finish the training. See you streaming out. Yeah. All right, so we need 2 more bodies. It'll be good to go, hopefully. If you guys got any homies that want to invite, you're more than welcome to. Let me actually see if Vampire wants to join. Hey, Vampire. Wanna join some Firefall and one of those, bud? Let me see if we can get him in here. Who was his on that wasn't on earlier? I'm just gonna kind of keep scouting here as soon as we got some spots, man. Garber already asked. Isaiah? Let me ask him. Hey, Isaiah. Wanna join some Firefall and one Duels, bud? I think it's worth asking. Anyway. By the way, I found a single Mighty Fury build. Did you really? Are they actually gonna? Let me guess. Wake rest chopping like blades, butcher blades, right? Butcher knives. Is that what you're gonna use? The butcher, not the butcher block, but the, you know, the one weapon, right? The one that's like you have a chance to just like do physical damage. I think this might be the patch to maybe make it work. Nah. Oh, interesting. But I think this could be like the patch to make it work. Possibly. But who knows, right? I shall hurt your brain with this combo. Go for it. Hit me with it, my guy. Hit me with it, my dude. Where are the homies for chills, man? They're just popping in and out. What's happening? Where's Makima, man? Whatever happened to that guy? He was in earlier, right? Maybe? Potentially? We gotta get a couple more homies and we'll be good to go, man. We just need more bodies. Want to see some chopsticks for amongst his weapons. I mean, you could do some like staffs, right? You could get like a staff. Just think of it as like a big old chopstick. So you do Rampage a lot, Execute, Bloodthirst, Thornburst. Are you using that agility weapon for agi classes? Is that what you're using? I see Thornburst and that's what I'm thinking of. Unless that's not it. Single-minded, auto attack. You're not gonna do the auto attack thing with the are you not gonna do the auto attack thing with the Odin's Fury? The talent that like upgrades to go full auto? And then hang on friends. Okay, friend. Okay, friend. All Gucci. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I guess it could work. Yeah, I do wonder if you'll do some cheesy stuff like that, though, right? Take agility weapons, use those for the procs or whatever. I mean, it's doing quite a bit of damage. Almost 9% of damage is thorn burst. So why not, right? Big executes, big bloodbaths. Yeah, the agility one. Yeah. Your damage abilities have a low chance to inflict thorn spirit. Yeah, I guess it's doing quite a bit of damage, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it would do it. I don't know, man. Maybe. I think we might have figured out some secret tech. That or you like messing around with stuff while watching these games. Hey, man, how you doing, my guy? Yeah, we just tried to get a couple of bodies. We got Reflex ready to go. We just did a couple more homies for my man Chilled. And we should be ready, hopefully. I have a real trouble deciding what classes to play for 10-2, Mage or Warlock. But Blizzard doesn't seem to care enough about Warlock and M+. How do you rate them in terms of fun and M+ and PvP? Both Warlock and Mage. You mean for 10-2, I gotta give them both a solid chance right now. Mages are so numerical, they're just not really doing the same numbers they're doing on live, but that might just be like a tuning thing. So it's too early to tell. I do think the tier set looks pretty solid though. Like all three specs, I think are gonna benefit from a decent tier set for M+ and even rating. Warlock tier sets are a little weird, right? That's the one with the portal stuff. I mean, I guess those portals can do damage in AoE, but it's just like, it's just really awkward to use, I think. Yeah, unless like it has a really high proc chance for the fire portals to do cleave, it's hard to really tell like if that's going to be good or not, to be honest. Demonology is another one too. It's like a very much delayed tier set that does a bit of damage in AoE and has a chance of someone to pet. It's very passive and it's like not super exciting compared to what they currently have, where you have some direct damage buffs whenever you summon big pets and then cooldown reduction, which I'm a big fan of. I think the tier set may numerically be okay, but like it doesn't feel nearly as exciting. And then you got Affliction Warlock, which is also, I mean, so raw damage is going to be good. Malefic Rapture is going to be weird in M+, in AoE. I think it's going to be good for smaller packs and bosses, but like AoE, I don't know. Hard to tell really, but it might still be good. It's a bit of uncertainty. I do agree with you though. I feel like Warlocks have been a little bit like shafted ever since like 3rd season of SL when they were really popular, and then it's like they tried to nerf them some more, and then they put a cap on how fast you can get your infernals. That's going to make it even harder to really play into. I think you'll have to be a little bit more creative, but yeah, I don't know. I think Mage seems like a pretty safe call if you really wanted one, but honestly, if you like Warlock, you like the gameplay, you like the class fantasy better, you like it and prefer it more, I think you're gonna have more fun, infinitely more fun in Warlock than a Mage. Even if it's like, I don't think Mage and Warlocks are going to be super far apart from each other. I don't think they almost never are. Just in the meta, one is a little bit better than the other, but I think generally you can play both. You can make an argument for both. I think just the current season right now with like Priest, Mage, Holy Paladin, a Guardian Druid Evoker thing, I think that's going to be a little different next patch. But who knows? I won't be surprised if Affliction comes out on top season 3. I'd like to see it come out on top for like once. I think last time it was really good back in Legion when Mythic Pluses were initially released, but since then it's just been kind of like, they've just been there, but like not in the Mythic Plus. They've just been, you know, out there doing world quests and stuff, not really playing, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's weird, man, you know what I mean? It's weird. It's just, they used to be really like, everybody played one, but now it's like, you know, we need some more boys for my man Night King, dude. Just to like, what's Chicago? Hold on, maybe we can get Chicago in on these. No, which one of these is Chicago? There you go. Hey fam, those tonight? I want to see if it pops in because we get Chicago in and we get a +1. It will be good to go, man. Or just go for like 4v5. I don't even know, dude. I just want to get more games in. We could literally just go 4v5, or maybe see if like Nick wants to join in for a couple of rounds. Have some fun on Windwalker. I miss that man's. What is it? Yeah, I think I said that earlier, but like you could probably go like a bamboo stick, can't you? You know. But yeah, Bongs, if you got any more questions, man, you're more than welcome to hit me up with the chat or just message me on Disc, man. Anytime, my guy. Yeah. Anytime. Thanks for the feedback. Warlock at least is winning. Is at least winning in terms of transmog? Oh, dude, true. Warlock Mog looks solid. Big fan of that one. Big fan. Alrighty. We need to add 2 more still. Thank you for the answer earlier. I'd follow your advice. When start as a warrior, it is better to go Fury arms for PvP. I would say Fury if you're worried about like healing, but like if you're fine being like doing damage, and once you get more comfortable with like, okay, I don't really heal a lot, but I can do quite a bit of damage, I think going arms isn't a bad idea. Arms just have a lot more upfront damage, and I feel like it can be pretty impactful. Fury takes a little bit of ramp up, but you have that safety net of I can heal myself when I'm in trouble. So that can help you feel and really feel out the PvP a bit. But I think at the end of the day, you will want to, I'd say start with Fury, but then give arms a couple of tries once you get more comfortable with the spec. Yeah, I think arms is going to feel probably a little bit better for most people though. Like it's really, really effective. You go in and your presence, right? Your Blade Storm hits everything. Your Roar bleeds everybody, and they're really going to be ticking down quite a lot, you know? So I think stuff like that is going to be very, very helpul. Let's see if Nick wants to join a few games. Hey, fam, wanna join for a few lives? If we get Nick in here and we get a +1, we'll be good. Who messaged me just now? One amount. Sure. Sure, one amount. I won't say no to the amount. Say hi to Ariel for me. My fiance is watching. Haha. Yo, Ariel, what's up? Dano says, say hi. This guy just asked me to do for what amount. This is gonna be like some kind of like a scheme. Is he trying to grant me amount? Trying to give me one? What is happening here? Walks up on the how much you willing to pay for it? My entire IDK. I guess it depends on the amount. I don't know. What is this guy? Flame Hoof. He just like, you want a mount? I was like, sure. How much you want to pay for it? I guess it depends on the amount. Garn Night Howl. Oh, I think that one is so easy to get. I probably would have to take gold to even take it off of your hands. Yeah, that one is not even like I wouldn't pay for it. I would need you to pay me so I can take the amount off of your hands. That one's so easy to get. You know what I mean? Like I don't know about that one. Garn is like, I feel like everybody on the mother sells it. You can just go to WAD, kill a thing, swap it to an ult until you eventually get it. I've seen those things like a billion of them back from WAD, man. I listen to a big DPS intent to him. It looks pretty good, Zoro. That's like a pretty good, man. Would you even pay 800? Nah, you'd no, I mean you would have to pay me 800 so I can take it off of your Tauren hands, you know, and me 100 more not to be disgusted by it, since that one is the least rarest thing since they made a rock made pebble item. Like, I'd pay more gold for, what do I have in my inventory that's like super like than Garn. He's trying to drop it down to 500. He's like trying to get some kind of gold off of this thing. I'm like, no, I'd pay more for a roasted beef than a Garn Night Owl. Like, what? Someone kill, please. Yeah, we just need a couple more boys. Okay. Yeah, that thing is just not super rare. At least I don't really care for mounts. I don't know if that thing became rare. I just remember at some point, like, people were like, oh, look, you can kill this mount in WAD as long as you have like a 100 or like a tank or whatever. And yeah, they were like, wow, this is a really cool mount. And then everybody started killing them, and it's just like each full auction house listed with them. So it's like, wow, it's gonna be a big rare mount, super high price. Ah, never mind. Everybody has one. Everybody's listing one. Alrighty then, and it's over. And it's over. Like, everybody started scouring for those things, or scouring, and then it's like you couldn't get rid of them fast enough. Just too damn many of them. Nick never hit me back up, so we still need 2 more boys. Still need 2 more bodies. Or is this gonna be just like a short week today? Short duel week. This feels weird, man. It feels weird that we're not in there right now, honestly. Zdarova, Veronich. Did I get the name right? I don't even know if I got it right. How you doing, my guy? Yeah, it's kind of rude. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just I think it's super common. But also, like, I don't really have like I don't really value mounts like super high. I feel like people are like, oh, a mount, put on pedestal. I'm like, I like, there was like a rare mount in WoD. It was a Gron, Sunhide Gronling thing. It's like a yellow Gron, ogre looking thing, Cyclops looking thing. And like that one was super rare because it spawned like once every 4 days and it had no health, so you could like kill it really quickly. You didn't even need like a group for it. But like a guild at the time that I was in, I think we were flying to do some raiding, Black Rock Foundry, I think it was. I don't even know. But they were like, oh wow, mount spawn, oh guys, tag it, oh everybody in the raid, go get over here, you know, tag it, whatever. I was like, ah, you guys can kill it. I'm super far away. And we're like, oh no, get over here. I'm like, all right. So I took my flight path. It's as slow as damn flight path. I didn't have a flight path anywhere near the Sunhide, so I had to go to a super far away area. I was Alliance at the time. I don't know. I think it was on like an old that just didn't unlock like flight paths. So I landed, ran all the way there. It took so long. They just kept them alive the entire time. And I got a tag and I was like, all right, well, there it is. And I got it. Everybody was super excited. It was the most exciting moment. I was just kind of ready to raid. Yeah, I just mounted. I think I was like, cool, I guess. I don't know. I just didn't really have like that drive to just be like, it's like when I see someone and it's like super rare, I don't usually like assign value in my head to it just because it is rare. Like something could look like really silly, and even if it's rare, like I don't care for it. You know what I mean? But like if it's something that I really want, even if it's like super common, value increases for me. Errorless, save us. Join duels, friend. We need more. We need bodies. We need bodies, my guy. He just popped on. I'm like, ah, get in here. I'm away. Let's go. LOG bud. We got airless, boys. Okay, if we get a +1 in here, I would love to, but like we can just go 4v5, dude. At this point, I'm okay just going 4v5. Swap it real quick. Okay. Errorless ink. Errorless ink for your team. We got 4. Wait, did you get a +1 extra, or is it like with are you counting errorless already? He's either counting errorless or he got a +1 joining him in a second here. Probably 5, man. But like honestly, we can just go 4v5, dude. I think you guys will be fine. Invite. I'll get him in. I'll invite him. Here we go. Here we are. Alrighty, suggest errorless, right? Suggest my boy. Or I guess we'll do it like this. Crap. How do I... Did I suggest you already? Oh, you're in? Oh, no, you're not in. Oh, airless is in. Okay, cool. Now he's in. Okay, now we're back to... Okay. We need a +1, but like we'll go 4 if we have to, man. Hey. Alright, we'll just go 4, honestly. We'll I can find one more person real quick if you want. Yeah, my man. He's got a +1 will be good, hopefully. I asked Chicago, they didn't say nothing, but they're probably doing something on their end. But yeah, Longboy. Longboy is dope. I love Longboy. That one could be worth 20 gold, and I'd still like, that'd be my favorite mount. It'd be the rarest mount in my opinion. Hellcast left, what the? Oh man. Why'd he leave? Why did Hellcast leave? What was happening? Back down to 4, what the? We need 2 now. I was soundly flexing on your first AD. But what? I was soundly flexing on it in our first AD LMAO. The long boy. Oh, I didn't even notice. I just thought like you were trying to get like all your auction house stuff. But actually, now that I think about it, on PTR, auction house isn't even filled with stuff. So, yeah. Huh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense actually. When you put it like that. Immense. It was me. Get you in here, my guy. I swapping over. Alright. Yo, if you got a +1, man, we'll get you in. Error. But otherwise, let me do a raid just so you can like invite. I don't know. Let me know if homie is. Let me know if got a homie or no girlfriend. Looking for one though. If you have a homie, I feel free to suggest them, or we just roll as 4. Yeah, because we can honestly roll in as 4 or 5. Just get a game in. Honestly, I just want to get more games than numbers in, man. I like these a lot. These are really fun. Can't find them. We just roll 4. All right, we're 4. We rolling as 4. Yeah, we'll be chilling. All right, back to you as lead, and we'll queue you guys up real quick. All right, flexing. We're gonna queue him as 4. Don't be surprised. Okay, I gotta do this again. Hold on. /s invite spectator match. Rip flex and Night King 5 Tigers, I guess. Unless you got one more. I'm the new. Wait, no mind. Wait, huh? Hold on, what? I give lead back to flex. Okay, all good. Because I queued flex. I didn't know who was gonna be lead. I was just gonna try either one. My favorite mount did me dirty though. Keep bringing back the Pandaren racial mount. Wait, what? Favorite mount thing did me dirty. Kept bringing up the Pandaren racial mount. What do you mean? Hold on. What's the Pandaren racial mount? Isn't it turtle? I guess that one kind of makes sense because they were literally living on a big old turtle, so they're riding turtles while living on a big turtle island. So I guess it kind of sort of works. But I don't know, the stupid little turtles. They're not stupid. They're fine. They're okay. You know, they're fine. They had a cool, funny little animation of just like where they pop into the shell and pop out, and little like sound effect to it, or whatever they did. I don't remember. I'm just kind of guessing. I don't know if Tiger Speak worked, by the way. I queued up. I don't know what's happening. He's a real turtle. The big one. Have an Arcadian? Oh, Arcadian is a really good one, man. Arcadian is a good one. I think I got that one from Legion, right? Arcadian. It's from that one vendor. That's a cool one. I like the little mace thing he's got for a tail. That is a neat one. Can I just do turtle? Does it have all my turtles? Yeah, the Great Sea Turtle. These guys are fine. I like this one, though. The Battle Turtle. These are pretty cool. They got a couple of turtles here and there. I guess I'm gonna try Arena again. See if that works. Tiger's Peak. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just not happening. We'll give it a chance. We'll give it a try. You can't have the Traveler's Turtle in your favorite mount because it runs slower. Oh, true. That's weird. Isn't the other group listed as a party? I think we will be fine. Who's one of the guys in the shuffle? Oh, who? Wait, who's in the shuffle right now? What the? Flex Trickster is saying one of the guys in the shuffle right now. Bite? Yo, what the? Bite. Okay, hold on. Just tell me when Bite is out, I guess. I guess we gotta wait a little bit, boys. I didn't realize that Mans was gonna be in the shuffle. Hopefully it's like halfway through with it or something. I have no idea. 5? Wait, Night King picked up a 5th though. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, dope. But Bite is in a shuffle. So I think we gotta wait for him. So we do get a 5 on each team. Yeah, we gotta be a bit of a delay, man. Let me know. Get Byte to stream it for the stream? Yo, wait a second. Yo, that actually would be kind of dope. Watching Byte, we're just like, we're waiting on you, bud. We're gonna be judging you now. That's a good idea. Let me know when the goober is out. Man's out here queuing for shuffles. Oh man, what is happening? I guess, you know, shuffle queues are brutal right now, so you are going to be in there for like, all right, I'm gonna do this 5-5 duel thing while going into like a 4-hour queue, and by the time I'm done, I'm eventually gonna get my shuffle. And once it's up, you're like, all right, I'm jumping in, dude. Whatever's going on, finally got my shuffle game. Same, Jake, same. Do you see they changed the rate of the tier set? It's no longer ebb and toes. Now it's like ebb and fortification or something like that. I don't really know, but it no longer is called ebb and toes. I feel like everybody memed them because it was named Toes, so they changed the name, but it's same playstyle. It's a bit of better cooldown reduction. It might still be good. Like damage wise, when we had a Windwalker in our group, it was alright. Big Sag already missing Toes, dude. I miss my ebb and toes, dude. I miss him. It would have been such a good meme, dude. You just like hit him with the toes. I thought it was funny, man. Ebb and toes. It just made no sense. Like, why toes out of all the things? But all right. Maybe they'll think of like Pandaren toes. Like maybe like, I don't know, like you kicking people all the time, right? They're probably thinking of like knuckles or something. And they're like, well, you don't really have knuckles on your feet, but ebb and toes would work. It's just like blackout fortification. Yeah, something like that. I have no idea. That sounds about right. Yeah, it's not as cool. I guess it's alright though. You know, you got fort, you get yourself a proc, and you're good. Something like for Brewmaster, kind of, but you know what? It's okay. It's alright. I think they should focus on the tier set like functionality rather than like naming conventions. Could be whatever. I think they just want to make something a little less silly. But honestly, I would have been okay if they kept it silly, right? Just keep it silly. You know, just woke up, put up the PTR, made some monk changes, felt like being silly. I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with it. Yeah. Actually, Airless did have a really good idea, like having that guy stream. I actually want to see like how long is that game going, you know what I mean? Oh, that'd been so good. Like if that guy just jumped in Discord, I would just mute myself, pop on the thing, put it up on the stream, we can see how he's doing, dude. That would be great. Hey, Jim, not a rework? None yet. Yo, Chris, I'm waiting for that one. That's a class that we haven't seen a rework yet. Either there is a delay and they're really struggling to figure out what they want to do with them, or they know what they want to do, but they're just like, it's a lot of work and they're just not ready from an engineering perspective of things, right? That, or maybe a lot of their like back-end work with 10.1.7 stuff and PTR stuff, first few weeks were just all rogue to make sure that it's all good, and they're still continuing to make changes. And it's like, Rios is the dev that's working on Demon Hunter and Rogues, and he's been very, very vocal with the Rogue changes. So maybe for the next few weeks, we'll see a lot of Rogue development, right? And then it'll be down to bug fixes once they have like a baseline of it. And then they'll be putting out Demon Hunter stuff, and there'll be a lot of development on Demon Hunter stuff back and forth with the community and theorycraft and stuff. And then it'll be down to bug fixes towards like the end of the PTR cycle or whatever. Kragger, it's Chip. Who? Huh? Kragger isn't even in here. I think Kragger's just doing his thing right now. What? Been a massive void in my action bar missing for that beauty. Rolling Dragon Punch. Is it coming back? I guess it is on the tier set, isn't it? Yeah, it's cool. That'll be neat. Yeah, I haven't seen that ability in a long while, man. That's been a bit. That's been a hot second. All right, as soon as the feral, I think it's a feral, right? The guy named Bites, so probably a feral, is out, we'll be good to go. And I want to get myself a couple of these games back to back to back. I got Baldur's Gate I got to be doing. I'm going to be changing my build. I'm going to be going from a trident that I throw into a secret weapon. It's going to be a dwarf. I'm going to be throwing around a dwarf. It's going to be great. No, it's going to be good. It's going to work out just fine. But yeah, as soon as they're all good to go. Hopefully you're having a good one, by the way, chat, man. I've been also having better sleep, dude. I cut coffee out of my system. Feels weird, but I'm feeling really, really surprisingly good. I'm a little tired, but like otherwise I feel more clear-headed. It is crazy. I feel like I had a brain fog the entire time, and I'm just like, wait, I actually can think clearly for a bit. Another side effect is I feel a lot more hungry. I don't know if it's like normal or not, but I feel like whenever I had coffee, it's almost like appetite suppressed. Just didn't really feel like hungry at all. Now, whenever I feel hungry, it's like visceral. Like, oh my God, I actually really do feel it. It's weird, man. It's weird. I don't know. But that might be like a new arc for me, man. No coffee arc Dal. I don't know how that's gonna go. I might just, everybody got a vice, right? I'm thinking like maybe get G Fuel, give that a try. I don't know. Oh man. But I know, look at like one thing that's weird as a benefit though is I'm waking up and I don't have this like ash taste in my mouth anymore. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just like an indigestion or something. I don't have no clue. I have no clue, dude. Like a GERD or whatever, GERD, whatever you call it. I have no idea. How we doing, boys? How's the Bites doing? Is he winning? Are you winning, son? Are you winning your games? Because as soon as you're out, man, we're just gonna. Yeah, and we got tigers. Yeah, we're beautiful. We're doing fine. We're doing A-okay. Hopefully everybody's ready by the time we actually queue. Ready? Are we good? Are we good? Is he out? Is it gonna work? Hold on. I'm gonna maybe give it a try. I'm gonna hit it. I just got from. Oh, we are out. Hey, let's go, boys. We're back in business, baby. Yo, everybody that's a homie in here, can we get just a couple of games back to back? This spam queues, right? If you guys stay together, we got groups. We can get a bunch of these cracked out of the way, man. Perfect opportunity for everybody to get a chance to play, man. Give it your best shot, chat. By the way, have some fun with this, and yeah. I don't know if I saved this one or not. I'm just gonna double check it. That might have been a double save, dude. I'm just giving an A, like extra double saves. Look at me, man. Ah. I broke it. Okay. It's just nice. Now we're good. Alrighty, boys. Good Twitch. I'm actually gonna change the song in the mix. I like this one, but also none of them been on shuffle. That's weird. Okay. Not this one. I like this one. We got my man Chilpa's back in the. Oh god, my camera's doing some weird stuff. Back on the Frost Death Knight with Flexi Bites going in with bleeds immediately, instantly breaking out of the stuns with an Icebound 40 to man bleed, man. A blitz it's on to execute. Oh my god, Flexi Bites trying to see if he can bail out of there. Walling is off. Cannot shake the Death Knight off of his back whatsoever. Big grips. Tries to go for root. Big blind for Chills. Breaking out of the roots immediately. Trying to go for a death clause in order to keep himself alive. No AMS for the Thorns for a moment. It's Flexi looking for a bit of recovery. Does have himself a dome. Maybe a big old grip. As he's trying to see if he can bail behind the pillar. Power shift to break out of the roots. Unable to. Trying to see if he can bail out of this one. But oh man, the power shift finally able to disconnect from the Death Knight for just a second. Got himself Remorseful Winter looking to get back over there. Big grip while the Pharaoh's midair. Does go for a re-stealth with an AMS back up and running. Got himself a mad heal together with the Spore Cloak activating. Doesn't have much health defensively though. Is going to try to see if he can control Flex as best as possible. Stun. Flex got nothing for this one. Wait a second. Maybe Chilpas could maybe get himself a big old blade. He's in defensive stance. Bear up against the wall. Just trying to see if he can go for the survivalist playstyle. Looking for that heal. But the man is actually just doesn't have much to work with. Unless he got himself a stun. Thorns. Heal. Barkskin. Maybe this will be enough. But looks like, oh, the Death that just keeps chopping right through you. Once the bear is just stuck in a den, back up against the wall, the survival instinct's kicking in, but looks like, man, the Death Knight was just able to overpower him. Big hammer hanging over Chill's head. Maybe he can AMS. It does go for AMS. I think maybe there was a Hodge potentially hitting his head as well. Not a lot of health available. Is getting hit by big hits from Hugo. Hugo just absolutely blasting it out. I like his mock, by the way. He's got a Centurion look. Yeah, but a Death Knight, he used everything for that Feral Druid, and there isn't much a full Crusading Paladin wouldn't be able to do. Bites up next, leaping in, gonna go for big bleeds with Convoke. Blessing of Protection immediately for Hugo. Bites swapping out to the Night Elf form, looking for the clone into Blessing of Protection, trying to see if he can dodge it. Is gonna go Bear form. Cyclone still kicking in. Got himself the big opener. He could go maybe for a big Feral go. Or does he go for another clone? No, just leaping away. I like that use of Cyclone, by the way. You see Blessing of Protection? You just go for a clone. Bailing out of there. Quick maim onto Yugo. Full bleeds it back up and running. Very aggressive. Yet another restun as the Shadow Milk comes out. Stun onto the Feral. Doesn't break out of it fairly quickly. And Yugo looking for the bubble. Does he have it? The big bleeds are up. Does the man survive this or is just over? It looks like the bleeds. Oh, bubble comes in. Last second bite almost just had him. But still, not out of the woods just yet as Yugo needs to get himself as much recovery as possible. I don't foresee this man getting his consecration back anytime soon. Big hammer over onto bite, but doesn't do nearly as much damage. Just go for the blessing of sanctification. Right? Saint? I think it's Saint? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but it is going to give him a little bit of CC immunity or reduction, rather. Big Convoke as Shield of Vengeance is up. Stun onto Bite as he does himself a big old hammer that's going to be Shield of Vengeance pop, and also adds towards that hammer damage. Bite in the defensive stance as the bear form comes out looking for the heal, waiting for that hammer, expecting big hits. That's going to do quite a number on him. But back in the bear form, looking for that recovery, maybe looking for yet another of those cyclones. Next stun by Yugo could be really bad. Big stun by Bite though, looking for even more bleeds, looking for another clone. Not gonna get an interrupt. That's gonna be big cyclones. No, actually avoids it, lines inside at the last second. Yugo is gonna get CC'd. Does not have access to a normal trinket for a while. Human Rachel is going to end up kind of DRing that. It's a stun as Bite goes up for a bar. Still big damage for Yugo. Lay on hands. Bite might be in a lot of trouble unless the man can somehow claw his way out of this one. Bash onto Yugo. But I think that hammer could just end you right now. Big damage on the hammer from the side of the corner. That was a lot of damage to deal with, by the way. I think he was doing such a good job, man. Such a good job. But that crusade, and you just got a couple of good hits, full stun inside of a crusade with a hammer hanging over your head. There's just not a lot you can do, I don't think. That's a rough one, man. That's just super unlucky. Right, trying to see if he can avoid any more damage from Yugo. Flying up in the air, taking it to the skies, and it's going to be hammer slamming on him. At least he's got blur. At least could reduce some of that hammer's damage. Stunned right after. Trinkets follow. And Yugo trying to be very careful with the Demon Hunter. Trying not to really get in the melee of the guy. Does leap a little over the Yugo, but it's going to be a big hunt to follow. Perfect opportunity to get a lot of damage. Lots of healing needed for Yugo to survive this. But right, I think he's just going to end up taking him out real quickly. Well done, well done. With Diabolical is going to be up next. Got himself quite a bit of damage versus Rights. Succubus CC, so far, it's going to be a pretty big hit. Rights better be very, very careful. Mortical, but the Bonzafell does not break. It actually holds. That Mortical did cut him in the right direction. Fear onto Diabolicals really quickly. Rights does get himself the Demonic Summon. That's exactly what he needs. In fact, he's actually going to retreat with a Demon. If he can get himself Metamorphosis on top of the Demon, he ends up picking up a lot of health either way though. But if you can go Metamorphosis, you get yourself a big leech while in meta. And then just lay the Demon, that's a big heal from that leech. Then you pick up Demon Soul. While leech is up, that's a even more healing. So as long as you can maximize your self-healing and recovery, you'll be fine. Bonzafell breaks, but immediate stun into Diabolicals though. As soon as the CC from the Succubus CC is erupted from him, is going to go for a massive port. Portals are up for Rights. Rights doesn't really have much of an opportunity here. Trying to create some space away and land aside from Dia, but the man with them portals is not really giving him much of a breather here at all. Dark, oh. Might be a big defensive on our rights here. Trying to see if he can walk away. Massive soul fire. Finally get some Demon Summon slain and picking up the soul. Not a lot of health really gained from this one, but needs summon right now. Either needs to go aggressive, slaying that Succubus, forcing the Diabolical to summon a freshly Succubus fairly quickly. It's going to be a stun around the corner. Right, swinging back to him. Another Ibeam does give himself that Metamorphosis he needs as an Infernal comes down, collapsing, crashing onto Rights. Does go pretty quick. Interrupt onto Fear. Big haunt to try to close the gap, but a port for Diabolicals does at least give him some distance. It's going to be a big swing for Rights to get back over to Dia, picking up a lot of healing, but Rights, at this point, I think it just might be over. Big Immolate. Oh, it's just done. That Succubus caught you in its grasp for just a moment. You couldn't get out of there whatsoever. It's super low health. There's just not much you can really do. And either Immense is going to be up next, and it looks like Aerolus is giving him a chance. By the way, Aerolus, a big fan of the Mog. I like it. Just a solo katana in the back, side katana, got himself the Mog, the bandages. That actually looks really solid. I like that a lot. It has a makes it like a classic look and more of like a modern-esque look as well. While Immense, I like that you know, the mace actually does add to the whimsical Harlequin nature of the set. Also a big fan of the shield. I don't know if it fits the Mog super well. I just like the way that shield looks in general. Dia gonna be up next on that team. We also got ourselves Roki in the back of the survival and demonic waiting his turn. as Dia is gonna have to find a way to hold the fort here versus Immense as well as Airless. Immense playing that elemental, so I'm actually very excited to see what that's gonna be like. In fact, I think Ellie's even gonna be better in 10-2. I know I'm going off of a tangent tonight a lot. Tonight is just a tangent Dalaran night, but I like it a ton. Wait, a bit of an honor duel? Wait, trying to figure out if he's doing it. Stop the pet. Flame shock. As much of an honor duel as you could really get. At least they're both like, hey, recognize each other. Hi, how's it going? It's gonna be a reflect up for Dia. But Immense got himself plenty of mobility that is going to be slowed down by the succubus. CC it as he put up himself against the pillar, just not moving, so forcing Diabolicals to really push in. Does get himself Portal 1, Portal 2 maybe, trying to see if he can put some pressure onto the Ellie Shaman. Ellie might just have to play defensively. I think it was a grounding totem for just a second. It was going in for Light the Last. He's got himself full ascendance available. It's a random good proc for him. Trying to see if he can deny the Chaos Bolts from Diabolicals. Lava Bursts and Earth Shocks are doing a lot of damage right now. Dia might be in trouble. Big Soulfire. Immense is going to take a big hit. Actually doesn't take nearly that much. Burrow down for just a moment. It's going to be knocked back, and the Dia actually just goes to throw him down across the arena, forcing him to pick up the eyeball. That is actually so well done. Big bonds of fell for Dia. Immense going to take a lot of hits. Maybe can do some in grounding. Maybe helpful grounding does ground the Casbolt. Mad hits on the Dia. Reflect him for a second. Oh, he doesn't avoid that one. Are you kidding me? And Diabolical's just feeling so bad because it knows Airless is going to kill him real quickly. But honestly, actually, I mean, I guess you could just drain off of Airless, right? You could just keep draining, and just have him use Sipic up if you want an honor duel. But like, unless Rogue has a mending bandages, you could just walk over there and shoot you up real quick. That'll be at least somewhat helpful, right? Airless, nah, just got a cheap shot done. It's just one of those situations, man, you know? It's just one of those situations. Just not a lot of healing, high dampening. You can't really do proper honor duel, and Airless is going to be starting up with a Hunter's Mark. Like, his life couldn't be any harder for him to get go, huh? Shove him to the pet, just building comp points of that thing. Roki has himself the opener onto Airless. I guess now you don't have access to Gateway anymore. Cheap shot onto Roki as he put himself away from any kind of traps, any kind of flares. It's going to be a big secret technique. Does have a good defensive ahead of time, though. That Survival the Fittest helps you out a lot. As Airless just kind of shuffling in place for just a moment, trying to warm himself up out of the freezing trap. Disarm onto the Hunter, trying to see if he can go for maybe a setup versus error. It's going to be a big death shock him. But it's trying to see if you can avoid it. Cloak of Shadows does get away from any kind of flares. While Death Shockum is on you, as long as you don't take damage inside of the Death Shockum debuff, you'll be mostly okay. 9 minutes, 10 minutes into the duel, 52% dampening. Airless, I think, gave himself a proper reset, right? No Hunter's Mark, so he's okay. As long as no pet attacks him out of nowhere, he's fine. Traps down, but I guess Rogue's flare down does get him out in the open. Oh man, leaping right in. It's going to be a cheap shot by Airless, trying to make some damage happen. Roki with a trinket. Airless, oh, what was that? He was actually kind of sort of healthy, and then it just wasn't. Was that like a Battle Master's trinket fell off as he got hit by Secret? I thought it was okay. And then just man's 40, what, 30, 20, 40? I don't know, man. Bad Rogues, maybe, dude. Airless, I love that aggressive play, though. My God, Demoniac. Getting hit with a blind immediately. Airless wanted to make sure he get himself at least denies Demonic a proper opener. That use of eyes and a blind, well done. Now it's going to be down for these two Rogues. Airless walking into this one, kind of crippled, not a lot of cooldowns to work with. Demonic walking in with everything, but it really comes down to a chess match with Rogues. While Airless still holds on to a trinket, you still maybe has himself a chance. Demonic picking up the eyes, it is going to give Airless an opportunity to get an opener, but Demonic has a lot more tools to work with. That trinket blind could really set him up. Just gonna go for a disarm really early on. Demonic building comp points, blind really early. Airless is a choice right now. You just take a selfie with a guy? Is that what I just saw for a second? Airless has to take this damage in the opener. Just relying on cheat. I was gonna say relying on cheat death, but apparently cheat death just didn't want to grant you one. Yeah. I honestly thought you were okay. I thought cheat death is fine, and then it just doesn't proc. I don't understand that one. Yeah, cheat. All right. I don't understand it. That cheat death should have proc, but it didn't. I have no idea why it didn't. Yeah, rip cheat death. Honestly, I don't understand it, dude. I felt like that was unfair. Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. Actually. Let me know if ready. Ready, 5. As long as you guys tell me you got 5, we're gonna keep queuing, man. I'm down to keep going. I want to get more games in. I got a Baldur's Gate 3 thing, but I definitely want to keep going. If Chilpos tells me he's good, we're queuing up, man. We're going again. No, that was just, yeah. We need to give. Airless needs another go, dude. That was just unfair. You know, as a rogue, I give rogues a lot of crap. Don't get me wrong, but like when a rogue is going in and you're like, all right, I got cheat death. I should be okay. I guess no cheat death. Like, at least, why is this talent not consistent? I would like a blue post. Can I get like a short little sentence blue post of like, why cheat death sometimes just doesn't work? Like, is it just me? Do I not understand the ability? Or is it like just a bug and it just sometimes doesn't proc and they gotta fix it? You know, I would just like to know. Because I'm pretty sure Airless, that's why he didn't shrink it. It was like, all right, I got cheat death. I'm just gonna have to rely on it up. All right, I guess not. Because like, look, if we just don't understand how cheat death works at all, maybe in PvP, like if it does too much damage, like if it does more than 20% of your health bar in damage when you're like dead, it just doesn't proc. It'd be like, okay, I understand now. I get it. All right, understandable. Have a nice day. Like 20% or more of an overkill, it just doesn't happen. But like this was like, I don't know, man. Good Twitch. Because sometimes I feel like we've had rogues that got hit by a fatty Casbolt and just and then lived those. You know, I just don't understand that. Hey, now, fast question. Hit me with it, man. I got your fast answer. You won't even understand what I'm trying to say. Triple's gonna be first up versus Diabolical setting up a gate. We're swapping out to that Unholy Death Knight, which is a little bit more reliable when it comes to PvP. Got himself Grippy Ham, blind onto the Succubus, looking for a grip for Diabolicals. Got himself Reflect, but it's gonna be a pet interrupt, knowing that he can't really go for interrupt while Reflect is up. He can't go for the Death Knight interrupt. He's sending the pet, which is so good. Dia trying to go for a big board. Astruple's summoning up a couple of, at least one more major homies. Hey, wait, is he getting mages to the dead? You are playing the Apocalypse short of cooldown then, huh? Trying to go for death goals from a distance. Looking to avoid the Infernal. Looking for them heals. This is going to be Drain Life. And Chilpo's trying to see if he can put some pressure on Dia. That Drain not really doing much. And actually, Chilpo's doing quite a bit of damage from range. Look at him. He's a melee class, the Unholy Death Knight. But his death goals and Clawing Shadows are actually doing pretty good for him. Dia with the Spork Look activated. Not a lot of defenses available. Having to rotate into a wall as a dome comes down. Chilpo's just trying to see if he can tank up. All these portals opening up, reflect up. So Chilpo just needs to stay in the dome and reduce a lot of this damage as best as he can. He had himself a death back. Could only sacrifice the ghoul. Does have it go explodey before he summons a fresh new one, but a Succubus stops you in place. Bonzafell for a second blind, just trying to give himself a bit of a breather. Mortar Coil runs you out. Bonzafell does not break though. It's going to be a quick stun before Dia can go for a stun of his own. This is where Chilpo just needs himself just a little bit more. Those conflagrations and incinerations are doing a lot of damage, but as long as he can deal with Succubus, get over next to Diabolical, maybe press AMS, you'll be okay. Gotta watch out for the Succubus though. Trying to see if he can execute the Succubus. I'm seeing that Soul Reaper pocket on that thing. Eventually it will die. Succubus is so far. Oh, it's a lot of damage. AMS last second does barely survive it. Death goes flying in. Dire opening up portals. Chilpo's AMS is still holding on strong though, but I think the dots will probably get him down. The ghouls running in. You gotta slow the thing down immediately. Dire may just go down here. Do they go down? Barely in the health. Does get himself the shortest shield ever with a dark back fed. It's barely doing anything for you. But he got himself at least a little bit of health. Mortal Coil could be huge. Unless Chilpo's got someone for this one. Stun, Trinket, Mortal. Oh, the Mortal almost connected. That was so close for Dia. Ah. That was so close. Well played by Chilpo. So close for Dia, man. Could have been anyone's game, honestly. As a Ledgeborn comes out, Chilpo's with an IBM. May have to rotate into a lot of defenses. Trying to get aggressive with Roki. Full pets are up. Gargoyle is up. Trying to go as much damage as possible. Maybe look at a death pack very, very soon right now. Needs to get himself an Apocalypse. Does go for the big Apocalypse. Death pack. Trying to see if he can hold off from it. Blind to Roki for just a second. Looking for those death strikes. Freezing trap. Roki, not a lot of health available. Hold on. Man's might just die right now. Hold on. Is there a Soul Reaper on him? Goes in for a big heal. Chilpo's trying to see if he can avoid it. Letting the pets do a lot of this work as the army of the undead is doing numbers on the guy. Actually doing a lot of damage. Roki could go down here. Got himself Exil. This is going to be a swarm for Chills, gripping him, but also trying to see if you can charge him with a coordinated assault either way, though. Chilpo's with a death pack, doesn't have a lot of ways to heal. Massive Apocalypse, and Roki does go down. Chilpo's turning it around. I honestly thought with survival running at ya, it just might have been over. My goodness. This is going to be Hugo trying to see if he can charge over to Chills with a Hand of Freedom. Full maybe wings available soon, potentially. Now goes for Crusade. Now he's doing it. Wait. Or is that a Proc Crusade? I think it is real Crusade. It's hard to tell, man. The UI for the Paladin just doesn't track Crusade super well. I think that is real Crusade. The Chip is just going to try to see if he can avoid it. There isn't much you can do with Crusade. It's just a lot of damage. You just have to avoid it. He's probably waiting for the blind. Or maybe a stun. Ah, there goes a Hodge, but the Paladin still got himself damage. Why has got himself wings is going to be very, very scary. Chill's got nothing for this one. Trying to get himself the Apocalypse, but at no health. Yeah, there's just not a lot you can do. All you can do is avoid it. You're trying to see if you can play with it. You got to line of sight it, chain it, vice it, blind it, stun it, and run away. You just got to run and hide until it is gone. It's like a tornado. Just got to get in a safe spot, wait until it is done, and then you come back in. Right, trying to see if you can leap over Hugo, maybe immune something, maybe get himself out of a CC halfway through. Blind by the Paladin. Why has got no wings available? Perfect opportunity for Rights to make a play. Got himself full, a lot of damage. Darkness down, needs to maybe go back to it as the hammer comes down. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of survivability. Hugo trying to just see if he can maybe push on right now. Not a lot of offenses available. Throwing in the hammers. Rights trying to play it super defensive. Fear onto Hugo. But Rights is the one that's got himself full cooldowns, but he's having to play defensive right now. Hugo without a Crusade still doing numbers though. I am surprised, but he doesn't even need those wings. He just an overkill. Frost DK 1 kills before that only took his life of a DK. True, Chill, true. I do wonder, like, I think the next tier set is going to make it a little bit better, but I do wonder if they'll give you guys a little bit more like of a give defensively. And Rights does end up going down with Hugo slaying another one. What's up, Justice? Stat for the Feral Druid. Go, Feral. Have my question. Crit, Mastery, I think, are best options for you. Crit for resources, but also big old bites. Mastery because your finishers are all, and most of your damage is finisher based. Haste apparently can be pretty good for Feral. Justice. It can be good. There are some Ferals earlier on in like 10.1.5 that were going haste heavy. Because PI, you don't need haste. You do need a little bit. It's actually gotten better. Like PI and a Feral, weird move, but actually can do a lot of damage with it. Cheap shot onto Hugo. Got him some Blessing of Protection. You know who doesn't need haste? My man Airless. He just needs Mastery. All the versatility. Maybe a little bit of crit to get himself a couple of crit procs here and there. But Hugo got himself full defense. The man got himself that unbreakable setup. Stone onto Airless. Wait a second. Cloak of Shadows last second. Definitely needs to burn himself a defensive gouge for a moment. As it's going to be even a Sparklow. Kidney shot onto Hugo. Does he have anything at all? Or does Airless and his rain right now is going to be able to eviscerate? Oh, oh, you got him ruptured. Oh. I was thinking, why are you keeping him alive at 1 health? You pop a rupture and the guy walked away. I was thinking Hugo was going to heal there. Oh man, he had a lay on hands. I don't know if he had forbearance up. Probably forbearance kept him away from being able to use it, but man. Flexi Bites is going to be up next. Playing against Airless, you gotta play into that stealth game. He does a bear form. He could use that in order to get himself an opener. Picking up the eyes to maybe get Moonfires onto Airless. As long as you're in the right form and as long as you don't get stunned while in cat. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. Barkskin immediately. Big secret through Barkskin and barely does anything. Bash into Airless. At least can go for Cyclone. Needs a heal right now. But look at the damage you can do through Barkskin and cat form. You have to be in bear. Does go for the Battle Master's Trinket. Give yourself as much healing as possible. Airless, I think, does not have a single wink of dots on himself, so I think you should be able to get himself a reset. He also got a stealthy ghostly homie next to him. We could barely see the shade of that thing when you stand still once in a while. Flexi Bites needs to get in there at some point. Wall with Thorns. That is a lot of damage commitment. That's a lot of defense. It's going to be dobbed by Airless, but doesn't really want to do a lot into the Thorns. He's backstabbing, but very narrowly. Very barely. Blind onto Flexi though. I don't know if he was expecting a stun or a trinket on him or not, but that's going to be a big stun into Flex Bites yet again. Massive secret technique as he goes in for a bite through all those stuns. Airless does still have dots rotting him down. This way he's trying to see if he can get away. Demonic seeing the smoke bomb, but he's also trying to see which way Flex is going or Airless is going. Does he have dots? He's clean. He's actually clean. Demonic needs to get in there, take out Airless as soon as possible, but also needs to be very measured because he still has immense and bite to get through, man. You got to get through all of them. And it's a Demon Hunter Demon form customizations. True. I actually don't disagree with that, Chris. I think I'd love to see that. Cheap shot onto Demonic. That's a lot of big damage. That's going to be a cloak of shadows for Demonic. The Shadow Stepper to make sure he's on top of Airless. Doesn't want to give him any outs out of this one. Gouge. Airless has not a lot left. Does he go in for stun? Goes in for a rupture. Just trying to see if he gets dots on Demonic. And it goes in for a restealth right after with a Shadow Meld. He wants to maintain a dot onto Demonic. Trying to maintain I guess, line inside of the guy to at least deny him that restart. And if you can just let the dots do a bit of damage, Shadow Strike, Kidney Shot, Demonic does go in for a feint there as he sees that Shadow Strike though, so that's a good move. Does end up shrinking out with a blind. Kidney Shot onto Airless. Cheat Death doesn't keep you alive this time around. Does it keep you alive or no? Cheat Death actually kind of kept him alive. But that next adversary just ignored the 85% DR. But I guess you have no health anyway. I don't know, man. At least it procced, right? It's better than not proccing at all. Immense is up next, though. Elemental Shamans have quite a bit of an advantage over melee classes in most cases because of their ability to just toss them around everywhere. Even against rogues, right? With our Fire Elemental or Earth Elemental, you can just constantly have someone there denying the rogue a reset behind the pillar. The constant damage, the freezes, the roots, the control you establish on the rogue is actually kind of brutal, honestly. As a man's charging out, trying to maintain the light inside of a demonic, he definitely got to rotate frost shocks into those earth shocks as well in order to get himself some slows on the demonic. The lava bursts are doing quite a bit of work. The instant casts are also just fantastic for the guy, trying to go for a bit of healing, and even at 50% dampening, Elemental Shaman could do quite a lot of healing. But he's definitely got to be very, 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 very careful with the rogue. Every kidney shot could be deadly. Cloaking shots for Demoniac gives him an opportunity to set up. He's building comp points, so he wants to go for a kidney shot. This is where, if Immense is careful, maybe you pre-burrow that kidney shot, you will be golden. There goes the kidney shot. Knockback, trinket out of Immense, just trying to keep himself alive. Big knockback on Demoniac as he gets super, super low. This will want to recover health, but the rogue is just gunning for you. He wants to get in, but Demonic is a little more careful, wants to make sure he gets over a reset. Lightning Lasso, Immense. I don't know if you got Burrow or not, but Rogue is probably going to step on you right now. Burrow, if you have it. Oh, doesn't get into this eviscerate. It's had good go there. Big meteor coming down and bites. Does end up cleaving you down with a blade. He knows exactly where you are. He got your number. As long as he gives himself a good opener on you, you will be okay. Shadow Step does get himself line of sight. Moonfire still connects. Full bleeds are up. He's charging in. Full stun. Convoke. And let's go. Oh my. Cheat Death. Did you cheat Death earlier? Or is that another one of those situations where cheat Death just didn't proc? I gotta look back at that one. 2 for my man Chilpas, but Yugo slamming it out. Demoniac does end up holding his own. But man, it's rough like that out there, dude. Once cooldowns are down, what do you do, right? What do you do? Let's get us another one going, boys, yeah? Uno mas, uno mas, uno mas. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Hey, have fun. Fun, friend. Hell yeah. Okay, so Chicago can't be here because he's at a wedding, but otherwise we're good. That explains why my homie ain't here. But it's all good, as long as he's having fun. Let me know if ready. I say we got at least one more, man. I'm liking these a lot, by the way. I'm liking the variety, how everybody has a chance to play. I did want that Feral to get more of a chance. 4 out of 5. Is anybody else online that we can maybe get in here real quick? Does ASAP want to join? I feel like I keep asking him if he wants to join Duels, but I feel like I can get in donor walls on that man every single time. Makes me a little bit sad. I did ask Nick earlier, didn't I? I don't think he ever got back to me, yeah? Yeah, so he's doing his own thing. They need Onomas over for the team Boris. But, yeah. Onomasa will be good to go. Let me see if I can ask, who was it, ASAP? Yeah. Hey, ASAP. ASAP, wanna join by a girlfriend? Got a spot open. I'll just message him. We'll see what he says. If he says anything. But yo, Chris, I do agree with you, man. Customizations on Demon Hunters would be awesome to see. I would love something like that. I think that'd be awesome. That's a solid suggestion. Because like Feral Druid's got customizations. You can customize your demons. So why can't you customize your demon form, man? You know? Maybe give it like armor, different kind of like clothes or whatever. Different haircuts, different horns. Right, different tattoos. I know they got all green tattoos that are glowing, but what if you could do like red glowing tattoos, man? Dal, my photo gets you some really funny ideas. You think so? What'd you do? What are you doing over here? I mean, for Daggerneth stuff, yeah? Audio recordings that AI cover of Rap God? Is that what you're talking about? AI cover of Rap God. Yeah, okay, alright, okay. Dude, AI is gonna be taking over, man. My god. Oh god, dude. Oh golly gee whiz. Alright, boys. New mods for Team Demoniac. We'll see if we can get a +1 in there. They are gonna be listed in Raids Legacy, I think. Raids Legacy section. Actually, they need to. Actually, they need to. I'm doing it. Go for it. I want to see what that turns out. Oh, man. But yeah. If we got more homies, that'd be wonderful. But if you call it here, we call it here, man. I do have... Are they in right now? No, actually, they're not in yet. Cool. So I'll just have a bit of time. A BG3 group isn't all waiting for me at the moment. But probably will in a bit. Your favorite animals was... I'm gonna be there. Alright, man. I can get some people? Yo, let's go. Let's go. They are listed in Raids Legacy. They need 2. Yeah, if Trixie can get a couple of homies, they're listed in Raids Legacy, you can just sign up for them and we'll be good to go, yeah? That, or I could maybe get Trickster in there, he could suggest invite them or whatever, and then I would get Trickster back into Night King. Whatever's easiest, yeah? But if you tell them like their Raids Legacy, just type in number 5 in search, they should be able to like see it. Onomaz. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm cool with that. Drag me in. Okay, hold on. Invite. I'm getting few more homies. Okay, pass me lead. Nice. List group. Okay, so we're gonna do it like this. Okay, we're borrowing, we are borrowing, for a sec. We're just borrowing airless. So, we have, 4 in here. Actually, it's just 3 still. Set a raid real quick. Yeah. It's right. Okay, now we're good. Mish, is that who? Okay, so we got him. So we need 2, right? We need 2. It's gonna be a group of 7. Because then I'll bow out. It's gonna be 6, and it's gonna be 1. It's gonna be Night King. Hey, what's up? Hey. Dude, I remember we used to actually see like the actual camera. When people like had one out. Nowadays you don't see it anymore. It's just like a hand raised. But it looks pretty neat. I like it. But like, I kind of miss the camera part. I don't know. So we have, we still need 1 more over in this team. I know you invited like a +1. I'm watching your YouTube right now, Dalaran. Yo, Sav, you want to join us, my guy? Where are you, Sav? Wait, Sav, where are you? I saw you yell out in just a second. You want to join us? Is that them? No. Sav, you want to join? We got a group, my guy. We need a couple more. Okay, Rockblood, got you in, my man. Got you in. Wait, you got 5 without errorless? Wait, you got 5 without error? Wait, okay, hold on. So we can just have errorless join them then, yeah? Subscribe to Dal. There it is, man. There it is. Cool. Sorry, just getting messages. So if 19 got 5 without errorless, we could just keep the groups as they are right now. Yeah, okay. So we'll keep these groups as is. So we'll have airless. Actually, airless is not in this group. He just invited the homies. That's a lot of palas. We'll run it though. Okay, I see what you did. I see what happened. I'll make you... We're set for now. Thank you, boys. Appreciate it. We'll just run a bunch of palas, but it'll be okay. Make Flexibytes lead. I'll back out, and we'll do a queue up. We haven't done Blade's Edge. Is this a Blade's Edge, dude? Is this a Blade's Edge for the homies? Is this a Blade's Edge for the night? Cool. All good. Thank you so much for airless. That's a lot of work you just did, man. Can I be in here to discuss the journey? Yes. Dalaran hashtag 1240 or hit me up on disc. Yeah, either way works, man. Either way works. Mother, welcome to Здравствуй, Dal, здорово, Nifin. Hey, именно Nifin, like at какая-то what's it? New faction. Как ты? Нормально? Удачный день. Спасибо, друг. Я What is it? Делянишми поза. Я не знаю, что это. Я не знаю, что делями. Ну, здорово, Нифен. Read Bulgarian? Is that Bulgarian? I'm pretty sure that's Russian. Or at least I see the letters. I can't read Bulgarian, but if that's Bulgarian, there's like some letters at the very end, like sa delyanchimi. I don't know what that means, but rest of it, udachi. That's good luck. Udachi nadien is like have a good day. I think it's a little bit like structured differently, but it's more or less like I understand the words. Is that Bulgarian? I thought it was Russian. Let's switch. Chill Pills versus Rock Blood. Man trying to see if he can rock the boat. Chill back. Oh, hold on a second. Chill just stole something from you. He straight up a big old, I don't even know what you stole from him. Maybe a bow potentially. Oh, or maybe Shield of Vengeance. He stole something, I'm not sure what, but he is playing the Dark Simulacrum ability, which once it's applied on an enemy target, next spell they cast within a certain limit, spells are gonna be copied over for Chilled. So maybe he could steal a bubble, he could steal a Hand of Freedom, he could steal a Hodge, he could steal a heal. So depending on what he steals, it could be interesting. Stun for stun though, his Rockblood is gonna go for a wall on this one. Chilled does at least get himself a little bit of CC. I don't know what kind of spell you stole from him. Maybe a heal, but that is a hammer hanging over the man's head. Maybe an AMS situation. Might just want to control it. So blind onto Rockblood, looking for a couple of death strikes, avoiding a lot of the hammer damage. It's gonna be like a little tickle. But not too bad whatsoever. That's Russian but Bulgarian with the same letters. Oh, okay, yeah. I can read the letters, but part of the words I don't understand, I guess. Justice. Big damage. Chilples with a stun. Got himself a big hit. Big blitz back to back. Is this going to be over for Rockblood? Hold on a second. Oh, Rockblood. Shield of Vengeance got himself his own wings. Maybe still. Oh, so close though, too. Chills, you almost died there. Rockblood came in. I don't know if he has himself a Blessing of Protection coming back up. Maybe he could have. Or maybe use that on lay on hands. That's might have been what happened. Because I was thinking Blessing of Protection is up, but I wasn't 100% on the Forbearance. The Demoniac. Wait, no, not Demoniac next. Who's going to be next? Who's going to be next over on the team? Oh, no, it is Demoniac. All right. I guess I'm just blind. Going to be a Sap. As Chill Pills is going to be fighting versus Rogue. As a Frosty Death Knight, probably not the best setup for him. Does drop down the dome to at least reduce some of that secret technique damage, since a good portion of it is just raw shadow damage. AMS though doesn't really keep you alive all that long. Trinket on Demonic, blind for Chill Pills. There's not much you can really do versus Rogue. The best thing you can do is slow him down with a Chain of Ice, but you can't really get rid of him all that easily. There goes a little bit of damage for Chill Pills. Getting shot out. I don't think he can do much. Secret technique just absolutely rips right through. Shadow Strike's not really giving you a lot to work with. It. It's gonna be cheap shot. Not much you can really do in that kind of situation, as Riot's going to be charging out, trying to see if he can deny Demonic a reset as a Demon Hunter. Smoke Bomb doesn't really give the Rogue that much of cover. Shiv slowing him down, but the Eruption though is going to stop him in place for a moment. Gouge onto the I-Beam and is able to at least kind of sort of avoid him. Not, oh, blind. Now, did that Fell Rush do damage to you? I think it actually did. Righteous should still be able to find you and see you. No, Sap, but it's actually super hard. Hold on. If he has eyes, he should be able to find you. Sight, sees you right next to you, is gonna leap right around the corner. No corners to save with the Demon Hunter around. Is gonna go for a stun. Metamorphosis, big. I've been mad damage to the Demonic. Might be in a lot of trouble. Massive death. Hold on a second. That death dance is so good though. Hold on a second. Cheap shot. Maybe someone turns around. Stun. Gets himself a hunt as well as a demon. Oh, the blade dance does take you on. Full reheal from slaying the Shimara. And Wright is back up in action. This is going to be up next on the enemy team. Flexi Bites is up next, as they do have a bunch of paladins still loaded up and ready to go stun onto Wrights. Flying up in the air as Flexi looking to get the hell out of there. They're looking for a bit of a reset. Чтобы твои стримы были всегда настолько заводящими. Я не знаю, что заводящими, Нифин. Но большое спасибо. Надеюсь, это комплимент. Я не знаю, что заводящими. Or is it заводящими like active? Hyper? Is that what that's supposed to be? I'm not sure, actually. That's as close a word I can think of. It's down onto Rice that's going for a quick imprison while the Feral is still schmooing around. Fear to follow? It's just looking to get himself a setup, but the bleeds are hurting him, man. Got himself a stun. I-Beam. Oh, big damage on Flexi though with the I-Beam though. Doing quite a number on the guy. Wall up for Flex. Looking for recovery. Trying to see if we can get the hell out of that one as fast as possible. Going into bear form for just a second. Friends in region looking for the full recovery while Inkar is still active. Needs to either end the game versus Rights or find himself full recovery. Trying to see if he can maybe shake the guy off. Rights just doesn't really want to get the guy out of his sights at all. Finally, some regrowths for flexing them, and looks like Whites is gonna back up out for just a moment, maybe waiting for the bleeds to fall off, trying to get himself some resources, maybe waiting for a stun. Doesn't see the Feral, doesn't get a stun opener. It's gonna be a bar skim. Whites needs to find himself a situation to get out of this one, but I think it's gonna be full maim. Down for the count, has himself a demon, but the bind, the guillotine of the big teeth slamming down. Not much you can really do in that situation. With Bites gonna be up next, full blades on the Flexi. Does going for a maim into a skull bash onto the convoke. Oh, Bites actually does end up kind of running himself off the edge. Flexi looking to catch up a little bit of healing, but at this point, there's not much you can really do. Bites is going to be able to take him down, with Mish going to be up next as Paladin, the Michelin man himself, trying to see if he can blast him out. Doesn't get his proper kick, but it's going to be a stun into Bites, looking for that Cyclone either way though. Mish, let's go for a trinket right at the end there. Bites finally was able to force everything out of Mish though, everything but a bubble at the very least, but that Cyclone was going to come through either way though. Does come in with the stun. Maybe a knockback? No Cyclone? No, he's just going to go for CC, unless he just randomly bubbles it. I think that's what Bites was trying. Oh! Trying to see if we can escape this Paladin damage, man. Yo, Flick is going to be up next. Augmentation Evoker is going to try to get some damage on the Mish. Augie, last time we watched Trill play, we're actually doing quite a bit of damage, though. They did adjust their output a little bit. Some nerfs, some buffs here and there. I think mostly buffs for single target damage, but like nerfs for that group viability and group CC. So for him, it might actually still be fine. Living Flame with a deep breath, maybe can make some kind of a big play. Looking for those instants, big eruptions, doing quite a number. Lay on hands from Mish, but it's still going to be a pretty big deep breath. That's going to hit him pretty hard, isn't it? Unless it's already did. Or maybe it already did. More eruptions for Flick. Try to see if he keeps himself alive. Big upheaval onto the pallet. Could maybe knock him back. Try to go for Root, but it's going to be blind for Mish. Is looking for a bit of a resetty spaghetti over on the other side of the ramp. Flick is going to be able to catch up a little bit of healing. It is going to be a pretty survivable Augmentation Evoker. Got himself a big time skip, so full burst is at the ready for this guy. Mish is, I think, going to have to play around that. Wait, is it tracking your Crusade now? I see a number on the Crusade. Does that actually track sleep onto Mish for just a second? Everybody is up. Flick could have himself a go. He has himself a setup. Upheaval into a stun as he goes for a knockdown. It's going to be a shield advantage for the Paladin as the Fire Breath is up for Flick, but mostly just trying to go for a little bit of sustained damage. Not really going in for the big burst just yet. I think it's waiting until he gives himself that oppressive roar together with a deep breath as well as all the empowerments. And actually, all those things are coming back up very, very soon. I think he needs the scales though. Tip the scales in order to get himself the big Fire Breath bursty combo. And as long as he can control Mish from a distance, he will be okay. Mish has himself a bubble, so Flick is going to have to find a way to get through the bubble and then have himself a go. Stun as he goes in for a pre-wall. This is really good for Flick right now, but Mish ramping up the Crusade. That Crusade is going to do more and more and more damage. Flick better be very, very careful. Big hits on the Mish. He's going to get a bubble on him. Flick needs someone to keep himself alive. It's going to be cheap death for Flick. Not a lot left right now. Man might be in a lot of trouble. Needs a heal, but Mish just ramps it up though. Oh my goodness. And Mance is charging out. Mish does maybe have himself a blessing of protection he can use for Spell Warden to immune some of that magic damage, but that's about all he can do. Blind into a stun onto Immense. Does go for the trinket. Lava burst is sent in. Maybe that's where you go for the Spell Warden. As long as you're very, very careful, it's gotta be very, very clean. Immense going in big damage. Blessing of protection. No, 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 no. Mish, no. I think he made a mistake. I don't know if he's playing Spell Warden. Yuga? Did Yuga get a chance to play? Hold on. Did Yuga get a chance or did you get deceived? I don't understand. Did Yuga play already? I don't think Yuga got a chance. Yeah, wait. Did Immense die? Because I'm pretty sure he killed Mish. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure what happened. All right. Well, Mish, let me guide you in a bit here on reality. Let's get another one going if you guys are down for it. I feel like we didn't really get too many games on EU, and I definitely want to get as many as I can on NA. Just kind of, because I'm having a lot of fun, chat. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually having such a good time right now. These deals just pop it off. Oh, DC'd. Okay. I'm beating at his mash. Okay. Let me see if I can just mash. Perfect. Let me see if I can tag you with a note. MSH Paladin from Duels. Smiley face. Just to make sure I don't like do anything weird. Enable the tournament rules, disable selfie cam. Okay. We'll try not to. I didn't realize that was gonna be a thing. All right, Mish, we have you added. Do we have 5? Do we have 5? And also Night King, do we have 5? Do we have 5? Yeah, Mish, if you ever want to hit me up, man, I got you on Real ID. So if you ever want to send me a message, even if I'm not online, I usually get back to messages at some point or another. So feel free, my guy. Door is always open. I got 2 in my group right now. Do we only have 2? Okay, looks like maybe that was the last one for the night. So Flex is gone. I'm good. And Boris is also gone. I think we might be wrapping it up for the night. Usually around this time is when dudes got stuff to do. I'm double checking though. I can make a group real quick. We may call it because it's about that time of the night. I'm at least that's what I'm leaning towards right now. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, thank you so much for joining, boys. Yo, everybody that joined, yo, Airless, all your homies, you guys are more than welcome to join. We start these about 5 p.m. EST. You guys are more than welcome to join up. Matukes, I'll be joining you in just a moment. Looks like we're Dunsky. Reflex, Night King, and everybody that joined, thank you all so much for coming by. Boys, I enjoyed the hell out of these duels. We had a bit of a gap where we're just like trying to get bodies, but man, yo, if you guys join in next week, we can do a whole 3 hours of these, man. These are really, really fun for me. I enjoyed these a lot. EU had a bit of fun. There's a lot of rogue stuff. NA, I felt like we got a lot of variety, man. A crazy amount of variety. And I had such a good time, dude. I enjoyed it. We had rogues, we had pharaohs, we had all that. We just didn't have like rogues and pharaohs going for 1v5s a couple of games in a row. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I enjoyed these a lot, man. Definitely want to do more of these next week. Actually, next week we might just do PTR. I am not 100% sure. I was gonna DM some of you boys like over the weekend and see like how many of you will be interested if we did this Friday and Saturday on PTR. If I can get enough bodies, we'll do PTR. But like if I can't get enough of like people that are, you know, that can be there for it, I don't know. We'll think about it though. We'll think about it. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming by, man. Appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Exactly as I predicted, couldn't even show what I was playing because of this DK Dice Fest. Yeah, they're really, man, I really do hope they take a look at them. Like, at least in they just, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, even warriors don't really have a lot of self-healing, you know, besides Second Wind, which is like if you leave them alone, they start healing. And then Impending Victory. And then I guess there was like, what, the, Ignore Pain or Bloodthirsty Fury. But like, man, it's just like, even rogues, like, they're not a hybrid class and they heal a ton, you know? I think Death Knight needs to be a little tankier than they are right now. Like, I don't know, man. I do hope they take a look at them. You know, I do hope they take a look at them. Maybe even if they just give you guys like more health or just like a little bit more leeway on the Death Strike. Just a little bit more leeway on the Death Strike, you know? Just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully they'll give you guys something, anything. It's tragedy. Unholy at least can kind of do stuff because like you can deal damage from range while staying safe. But Frost, man. Hello, what's up, Unforgiven? How you doing, my guy? Ты столько активно комментируешь арену, что мне могу отдаваться. Respect you. Большое спасибо, Nifens. Большое спасибо. Playing Frost just feels terrible, I won't lie. Dude, yeah, it's because I miss when Frost would just walk in, slam and slam and slam, because like we saw you do that so much, and that was just like Unholy. You can do kind of numbers, maybe like 1v4. You gotta guess so hard, awful healing, dude. Yeah, honestly, like I think at some point I do remember Death Strike is just like letting you live forever, and then we're like, all right, let's pull back on those, but they pulled back not a little, just a lot. You know, it was like it went from like what we were expecting is like, okay, it's really high healing, let's get it down to like here, right? See how that goes. So we're like, okay, it's really high healing, and where'd it go? 0? That low? That low? That low? Okay, I guess we'll try it. And everybody else is like, oh, okay, Death Knight's not a problem anymore. And Death Knight's just like, oh, please, give me something, anything. Death Knight, but like the name Death Knight because they bring people death, not just because they're dead. Like, come on. Legendary episode 10%. Yeah, that's another one. Like, we should maybe try an add-on. I looked at some of the add-ons. So there's a Wargame Helper, which doesn't look like you can mess around with the dampening at all with Wargame Helper. And then there is another one that's like S Arena Spectator or something. That one seems outdated, but that one did claim to have like a helper for dampening. But like I may just need to try this at some point, right? May I participate next week? You're more than welcome to Unforgiven. Anybody and everybody is welcome. If you do the math of what Deathstrike kills for, it's around 68% HP and low damp. Yeah. And like it's supposed to have like the scaling, the harder you get hit, the more you heal for, but like I don't even know if that works really, does it? Yeah, I don't know. It's because it's kind of an expensive ability. They were really trying to make it so that, oh, we want you to press Frost Strike in PvP, not Death Strike. And it's like, all right, well, how are you gonna do this? Are you gonna make Frost Strike more valuable? No, we're just gonna nerf Death Strike. Which is like a very Blizzard way of going about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to give the devs too much grip, but it's just like, I feel like I've seen that move before. You know? Well, it's now less valuable to press it, so I guess I'll press Frost Strike. It's not like Frost Strike is that much better now. I don't know, man. DK Defensive Guts happened before first season ever released. They just need to give him just a little bit extra survivability, because right now, like, unless you got a healer, you're like a classic warrior who just like, okay, you don't heal, so you need a pocket healer. But if you get a pocket healer, you're all good. If you don't get a pocket healer, oh, you know, it was like 5-6 different abilities and talent all nerfed by 50%. Just like before season 1 releases, it's so heavy-handed and completely spec blind. I do wonder like who is the dev behind Death Knight stuff, you know, because even like the current dev that we have for rogues, like even in the class tree, that's like he's thinking PvE perspective, but it's gonna be so good for PvP. They're giving us like PvP talents that don't do anything PvE, but that will be useful for PvP. Crippling Poison, what is it? It reaching 72% baseline slow. What? I mean, they're nerfing it for PvP and they're adjusting it, but like they're giving them such good nuggets and they're having to make adjustments. But it's still good on, even the nerf version is still really good, you know? It's, I don't know, man. I think it's another class that could probably do a bit of like a refresher with the talents or something, right? I don't know, man. DK has been this way post Legion, and BFA had awful damage but insane healing. Yeah. It needs to find like a middle ground somewhere in between. Like just take the best version of a Death Knight with its healing and kind of tone that down a bit, but not too much. And that's always switch to high burst and sustain. Yeah, but that's always just a whole wild beast. I think like it needs to go back to WoD, right? You need to go back, really go back, and like find what made it strong then. And it's like, all right, can we bring those tools somehow to today? Because I'm sure you could like, I don't know, bake in a couple of PvP talents together, like some good defensive, good offensive one, and like, I don't know. Love to see a different class on stream. Dude, I love that too, Chris. I'm a big fan of the variety, right? I'm fine with the rogue going for like a 1v5. It's just, I don't want to see that 3 times in a row, you know what I mean? The one that will, I don't know if it's me, or maybe I'm just like, I guess I'll be out with it, boys. I'm a Seavark simp. Watching Seavark weave spells together and one-shot stuff, it's so fun for me. I don't know what it is. Just the way that guy plays, just, I know it's unfair for everybody else, right? Nobody can catch him, but I'm a Seavark simp. I don't know what it is. Rogues, watching them go for like 1v5s, I get annoyed by those. Watching Seavark 1v5 with a flawless victory, I'm just like, more. I don't know why. I will be honest, that's my pitfall, dude. I don't know why. It's like blind. I get blinded as soon as I see my man's in there. Brezzy has so many dead talents. Dude, true. That's, yeah. Hunter, Death Knight, and maybe like, Hunter, Death Knight, and what's the one other spec that class that I thought of, like, that probably could use a refresher too, like rogues are getting, and what Paladin's gotten. Maybe like Windwalker, specifically Windwalker, but I don't know, man. I don't know him that well to like confidently be like, yes, change that, you know? They truly are as evil as Darth Vader. I'm joking. I mean, I don't know, dude. Yeah. I wish, man. I wish that guy had the cojones. I don't know, man. I'm more of a Padawan, still in training, but I am gonna go on my villain arc though. I just need to get myself like a big old ball that destroys planets and make it a star base, and then fly in a big old pizza looking ship. Once we get there, dude, get myself a cool mask, not closer to like what a Darth Vader had, not really like what his grandson or whatever with what's his face with new Star Wars movies. I don't even remember his name, dude. Star Killer? No, not Star. No, Star Killer would be cool though. That guy was dope. That guy, that should have been our villain in movies. That guy would have been great. That would have been awesome. Alrighty, boys, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I got Baldur's Gate 3 I gotta get to. I gotta get some food as well. So I'm chilling. Kylo, dude, I don't even remember his name, but yeah, that's his name. It's just so forgettable. I was about to say Adam Driver, but I was like, that's the actor. That's not the character. I'm not gonna say it. I should have just said Adam Driver, dude. Just because you guys would have known exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah. Let's take a, oh man. You know, Chilpas, I'm kind of leaning towards what you mean, man. When you said Star Wars is kind of campy, like it's. I liked it during like first season of Mando. I thought like, oh man, we're making a comeback, and the Star Wars game was pretty good too. But it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm falling out of it again. Watching this thing I love slowly die. The mouse, man. The mouse got it by the neck. All right, boys. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome, wonderful, beautiful. Actually, you know what? If you enjoy Ahsoka, don't let me be the. Let me be the guy that stops you. I heard a lot of people that watch Clone Wars. I really enjoyed it. All right, you guys are awesome, wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be doing some PTR stuff probably for funsies over the week. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow or not. I kind of want to because that's when keys are up, but I think keys don't really end until Monday, right? Am I wrong about that? I'm forgiving a bait tag. Yeah, sure thing. It's Dalaran #1340. I'll see. When I hop on Real ID, man, I'll probably be able to see ya. But yeah, thank you all. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys all either tomorrow or Monday. I'll need to figure that one out. But I want to get my keys out of the way on PTR. I have a lot of fun with those. I want to test classes. Sunday might be the good day to do it. But if I'm either taking off Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure. I definitely do need a break. I have a big projects that I worked on this week too. So yeah. See you all next time. Peace.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.